now. Can y'all hear it? All right, I'm letting everybody in. Let's go. Let's do this. Everybody hands go up. And they stay there. And they stay there. Hey. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ludacris going in on the verse because I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome, 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 Caroline. Welcome, Vivian. Okay, we got Osei Hyundai in the building. It's a party. Let's go. Welcome, Raven. Welcome, David. Let's go.
Hey.
Welcome, Randy. What's going on, Randy? I like the glasses. Okay.
Appreciate it. How you doing?
What's going on, Tay? What's going on, Maurice? Let's get in here. Let's turn on our cameras. In order for us to glow, in order for us to grow, we have to show up. Let's get it. Welcome, welcome, Sharonda. Welcome, Emma. Welcome, Stacy. Let's get it. Hey, Vivian, how we doing? Let us know how we doing tonight. Throw something in the chat. How we feeling tonight? Hey, Tiffany. Good evening, Tiffany. Hey, Queen. Let's go. You riding the what? We riding the night. It's not like she riding with me because she wasn't riding. All I do is win, no matter what. Let's go. All I do is win. Everybody hands up. Hey. They stay there. And they stay there. And they stay there. Over Ray, what's going on? Queen, what's going on? Shout out to you being in the building.
Yes, energy coach. I'm so glad to be here.
Glad to have you, Queen. Glad to have you.
It's so Snoopy in the hookie. System overload. I've been running this rap game since 20 years old. I'm hung with the bust to my post them up, close them up, toss them up, harder way, close them up.
Get it.
Raise you up, bless you, bro. Don't mess. We like the youth in the 80s. Pass it back, set it track.
Good evening.
Money back, time and time again. Follow the said it best, just win, baby. All I do is win.
Y'all ready to win? I need y'all to throw win in the chat. If y'all ready to win tonight, I need y'all to throw win in the chat because we are here. Let's get it. Let's get it. And they stay there. And they stay there. And they stay there. I see y'all. Y'all blowing up the chat. Okay. Y'all ready. Y'all did not come to play. They said Sunday night. I done had my supper. I'm ready. I'm well fed. I'm ready. Let's go. Queen Anissa, what's going on? Queen Toy, what's going on? How y'all feeling? Let us know in the chat how we feeling tonight. Look. I was waiting for the music to come back. Are we ready, family? If we ready to win, I need y'all to put win in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. If everyone can mute their mics, we are getting started. All right, as we have everyone coming in, welcome. We are so grateful everyone is here for Automation Xcel. That's such a fire name. I meant to tell y'all if I didn't tell y'all already. It's so fire. Like the logo, everything about y'all is fire. All the information y'all about to give fire is really going up tonight. So I hope everyone's well fed, giving their undivided attention. If you don't have your camera on now, make sure you turn your camera on because this information you do not want to miss. It, of course, is high level, but there's a reason we are all here today. So please turn your cameras on, Mute your mics. How we feeling tonight? Throw it in the chat. Let us know. Shantrea, I love that name. Kayla, what's going on? Emma, what's going on? Great evening, great evening. What's going on, Mark Hunter? Ooh,
Hey, what's good? What's good?
going on, King? April, my birthday in April. Shout out to April. Blessings, Queen. Blessings, blessings. We here tonight, y'all. We are here. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So welcome again. My name is Jasmine Ruby. I am the owner of the Golden Impact, the #1 platform that specializes in longevity and sustainable growth for business owners, entrepreneurs. We specialize in our podcast on YouTube, the Golden Impact, as well as events, investment events, and of course, our lovely, lovely commercial real estate, investor real estate, residential real estate. I am real estate. We are real estate, right? So I am so grateful to be here with Janice, Jasmine, and of course, Kiana. We are getting started right now in regards to the webinar. So I need everyone, if you haven't already, please turn your cameras on. I need everyone engaged. Make sure you have a pen. Make sure you have a piece of paper, a notebook, a divider, a Post-it, a highlighter, a Sharpie, because I'm telling you, tonight is the night that we gonna learn. All right, okay. I didn't say singing was a part of the Golden Impact, but it's all right. So, right, why are we here tonight? It seems as though when we come across things that are more so complicating, right, we tend to run from them. However, that's the difference between you and those who are not on this call tonight. So I want us to constantly remember the fact that we do not run away from things that are complicated. We do not run away from things that are unknown. Instead, we step into the unknown and we conquer the unknown. That is the reason we have made it to this call today. So congratulations, everyone, for choosing you, for being here tonight, for being blessed, for being ready to learn with their mics on mute, for being ready to learn, being blessed with their pens, their pads, their papers, because our 3 queens tonight are really going to give us all the information we need to know when it comes to that digital marketing for business excellence, okay? Everybody wants to be loved, heard, felt, appreciated, seen, connected. So obviously awareness is important. If awareness is important, that means we need to have our digital marketing on track, on site, because it's new generations, it's new levels, high levels, and that's why we're here today. You see, 80%, 87% of marketers say that video marketing has helped them drive more sales. So if this is helping a lot of our clients, a lot of our consumers, a lot of our environments or the rooms that we want to be in, this is crucial that we pay attention to. This is crucial that we are paying attention today. I know Vivian, she ready. She ready. I see her mic on me. She ready to learn. All right. And so with that being said, I want us to remember everything that we find complicated, we still go through it. That's why we are here today. That is the difference between someone who is here and someone who is not. So we have to be aware to attract and answer, right? That's what we are focused on. I want everybody to type in the chat, aware, attract, answer, because we need to make our customers, our clients aware of what we do. How? By digital marketing. We need to attract our customers by what and how we do it. Digital marketing. And that way we are able to provide the answers to the problems of our customers, of our clientele, of our environment. But how? Digital marketing. And that's what we are going through today. So without further ado, I want to introduce our special speakers for the evening. And if you didn't know what they are, they special, just in case you didn't hear the word, okay? We have Jasmine Monk, Kiana Capers, and of course, our queen, Janice Luke. So if everyone could throw some fire emojis, throw some hearts in the chat. I need y'all to blow up the chat because what they about to do is blow the mind. So I need y'all to do it around the same time. If y'all didn't know, I got the rhymes. Oh, throw it in the chat. I need some fire emojis in the chat. If y'all ready for these 3 queens to grace us with their knowledge, grace us with their digital marketing expertise, hire the experts. That's who's here today. The experts. I need y'all to throw that fire in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I believe first we have our queen, Janice up. Come talk to us, Queen Janice. Let's get it.
What's up, everyone? My name is Janice Luke. Thank you so much, Jasmine. That was so full of energy and great. Thank you so much for getting us started. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I just want to give you a little background about me. My name is Janice Luke. Like I said, I come from the education space, so I'm the educator of the group, and I'm going to break things down for you tonight. And so I'm going to get straight into the webinar, into the presentation in just a moment, but I kind of want to tell you my background. Like I said, I'm in the education space for like 26 years, and I figured out, I'm kind of seasoned, so as you all can see, but I figured out kind of later through my career that it's not going to take me into my future the way I wanted to go. So I have a legacy times I'm going to be building for my kids. I have 4 boys, 2 young men adults, and 2 that are coming up preteens. And I have a goal and a mission to build a legacy for them. And I had the pleasure to be involved in a great mentorship program the last few months, and I met some great partnerships through that mentorship, and you're seeing the fruit of that before your eyes right now. You're seeing the results of that mentorship come true for me. So I'm living my transformation journey, and you're able to see it in real time. So I'm very excited that you can come along and see that and share that with me. And I'm going to make it to the top, and I'm taking all y'all with me. So let's go. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and share my screen. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let Miss Jasmine Monk introduce herself first before I get into the presentation.
Whoa,
Jasmine.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. You guys could be anywhere else, but you are here, and I'm so glad that you guys have chosen you. And I hope you guys have an open mind tonight, and you're ready to learn and just soak up literally all of these jewels that we're going to be giving you. So my name is Jasmine Monk. Again, some of you I know, some of you I don't know, but for those of you that don't know me, I reside in the Dallas, Texas area. I'm a wife. I'm a mom to 3 beautiful princesses that keep me going, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So if you see me looking left, looking right, looking up, looking down, it's probably because they are trying to interrupt what I have going on. But I think I'll be good for the time that we have together. I come from about 6 years. I come from about 6 years in the digital marketing space. I've done a lot of things. I've worked with a lot of niches. What else can I say? I have a all-in-one software, and we offer done-for-you services as well. Some of you I've worked with, which has been such a pleasure. And just like Janice, I just kind of stumbled into a mentorship, and here we are. So all of the things that I've dreamed and believed and really wanted to do, it is all starting to come to fruition. Y'all are literally a blessing and allowing me to do that. I have a passion for systems, so I help businesses streamline their systems so that they can become more productive and more efficient. And I really try to break it down and help everyone understand, because one thing that I did notice in these past 6 years is that there was a gap for a lot of business owners. So a lot of business owners that are starting their businesses, they have coaches and strategists and consultants, or they're doing all these mentorships, and they're telling them, hey, go get the bag, go run this play, go do this, go do that, which is great. But then when it comes down to their systems, I'm like, how are you going to be able to receive these people? How are you going to nurture these people? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? You need systems to do that. Systems are like one of the biggest keys to any business foundation. And when I saw that was the missing gap, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, systems is it for me. So I love systems. A lot of you that are here that I already know, I've talked to you about it. And it's just something that is almost like, it reminds me of credit repair. So me personally, I used to cringe when it came to credit repair, but I knew I needed to get it done, but I never got it done. But in the end, you're only wasting time, and it only catches up with you later, right? So it's something you need to fix and you need to address. You need to understand it. And I don't want you guys to have the mindset that is hard, right? Because it's not hard. It's just, you just need to change your mindset about it. You need to be connected and tapped in with people that love doing this and that are experts at this. And so I appreciate you guys being here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all show some love to our Queen Jasmine and our Queen Janice in the chat. Up next, we have Queen Kiana.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much. Shout out to Janice, Jasmine, and Jasmine, right? We got the double Jasmine going on tonight. I'm super excited to be here. This has just been a great journey. Just a little bit of background about myself. I started to get into business entrepreneurship about 4 years ago. And it's been a great journey. Just getting started and just learning about everything. I'm very passionate in working with small businesses. I focus a lot of my business on digital cash flow. So I'm a digital cash flow specialist. That's what I do. I love all things digital products and Canva. So my main objective is to help all small business owners jump into the age and the era of digital products and automation. And just as Janice was saying, like, we all came together because we realized that strategic partnership, we always talk about that. It's so important. So we brought our skills and expertise together to be able to help more small business owners come together to basically get the cash flow, get the business, get the systems, get the operations and the automation together in order, because we know the very difficulties beginning as a startup or as a new business without having systems and operations in place. It was difficult for me when I first got started because I didn't know a lot about business, and I just stumbled into learning. It took me 2 years to really understand systems, automations, and how everything should work together. So the main objective here is to get everybody started on the right track. So that's how we all came together, because we realized that we could help more people, and we realized that we all needed to come together in order to accelerate, right, and automate and excel with each other, which is why you see automation excel, because we're all here to help each other excel. So I'm super excited to get started tonight. And once again, we are so thankful for you all. So grab your pens, your paper, and just get ready to take notes. And we are super excited.
Absolutely. Let's show some love to Queen Kiana in the chat. Let's get it. We have Queen Janice ready to share that screen. I hope everybody has their pens, their papers, their pads. Ooh, that's a lot. Pens, papers, and pads. Everything. Because she's giving it all to us directly. And if you have questions, what we will do is we will save the questions after each speaker. Or if you have questions directly, you can put it in the chat and we will definitely be able to answer those towards the end. So Queen Janice, do your thug sizzle.
All righty. Can y'all see my screen? Put it one in the chat. You can see my screen. Awesome. Okay.
I hear some background.
Can everyone mute their yeah, thank you, mute for me. I'm gonna go off camera because I find it easier for me to present when I'm off camera, but I'll be speaking on funnels today. So I'm gonna kind of fast track. We already did our introductions. And so what I'm gonna be speaking about, me coming into the education space, like I said before, sometimes there's different languages. So if you could relate to that in your industry, there's things like acronyms, different things, like CRMs, that's one, like ADA is another I'm going to go over tonight. But sometimes you just don't know what that means. Like I didn't know for the longest, what is CRM? Like, what is that? So the goal that I'm going to give you tonight is I'm going to try to let you know what the heck is a funnel? What the heck is CRM? So as you can see for the screen, it's customer relationship management systems. And I'm going to kind of give you the background. I want you to understand the concept. We're going back to the foundation of what exactly a funnel is, what exactly a sales pipeline is. And before you actually see it in action in your CRM or your customer relationship management system. So my job is to educate you so that way you understand the concept, so that way when you do see it in action, you're going to know what we're talking about when we say these terms to you. So let's talk about a sales funnel. So the whole concept is it's like a roadmap. So anything in sales, you want to get your ideal customer, you want to get them to pay attention to you. You have to get their attention in some way. So that's going to be your link, your website, your offer, right? So that's the beginning of the sales funnel. So your leads come in at the top level, and basically you're guiding them through a journey, through a purchasing journey, right? So that's the whole funnel. You have to get their attention, their awareness. They have to know who you are. So that's going to be through, like I said, either generating leads through social media, and I'll get more into that later, but you're going to be taking them through this whole journey within the sales funnel. So some people have 4 steps, 5 steps. Some people have simple, like maybe a 2-step funnel. It just depends on what you want to accomplish in your business and what you're looking to do. So basically, it's a journey from awareness to purchase, right? So on the other hand of it, side of it, you have your sales pipeline. Your sales pipeline, and it's another word for it, could be a workflow, right? So basically, this is it works hand in hand with the sales funnel, because all you're doing is you're like nurturing. You're getting to know your client. You're addressing their pain points or answering questions through an email signature, through an email campaign. So once they opt in with you at the top, and you're taking them down this journey from being a cold lead, right? They're becoming more and warm with you, more and more warm with you as you set up your email campaign, as you set up a text message campaign. It could be any way you want to set it up, and if you can meet your mics, that would be great. Thank you.
I'm in 2 seconds. I'm gonna go in the other
Please
room.
mute your mics, please. Thank you. So you're taking them through the pipeline, and you're continuing like the communication, getting to know them. You might send them an email with a survey to see what their pain points are. You might send them an email with other links, other offers, okay, as you're nurturing them. Okay, so this is just another visualization of a sales funnel versus a sales pipeline. Again, depending on your business, these are mean different things. Okay, so again, they have to become aware, and you have to generate leads for them to become aware of you, or they're not going to know. Like once you have your website up or your offer, they're not going to know where to find you until you generate those leads. And we're going to talk more about that later. But then they start becoming interested in you. So depending on your business, you might have to do a lead qualification. You might have like a service that you might have to get on a conference call with them, or a call with them, to see if they fit with what your offer is, right? So if they're a good fit with you. You might have to initiate contact in some way as you bring them down the funnel, right? You can schedule a demo. Maybe you have something that you can demonstrate, like a software or just a product that you have to demonstrate, or maybe it's like beauty products or something that you can demonstrate on a Zoom call or in person. Maybe you have to negotiate, like in real estate, that kind of thing. And then you want to be, as they come down the pipeline or the workflow, they become more warm and end up being hot, and then maybe closing the deal and you make the purchase. But the pipeline and the workflow, once you get all the emails set up, like email sequences, campaigns, all that could be plugged into your system, your CRM system, and it's all automatic. So once you get your emails written, your text messages, it could be as simple as they opt into your page, they get a thank you email for getting maybe a free offer or something like that, and then they start a series of emails. So you can have them scheduled out for maybe they get an email right away, and maybe 2 days later they get a text message kind of telling them more about your business. So you're taking them through a nurturing process and sending links to them all the way down the whole pipeline, and so eventually you get a sale. So let's moving forward. So again, just another visualization. Again, you want to bring awareness to your business, and then that's done through lead generation. So when you're first getting started, you may not have a lot of capital for like ads or paid ads. So we want to leverage social media. So that's a way to get leads, to become aware of your business. Maybe you can, if you like writing, you could write blog posts. Maybe you can use other people's posts and post write guest articles on other blogs. You can share your website link, word of mouth. And then as you do that, you're collecting emails. So you have to keep in mind that once they opt in with you, those emails are going to be golden for you. That's where the money is, because once you get their emails, their information, you could always be nurturing them, sending them emails, text messages, maybe even putting them in a Facebook group and building community with them. So that's going to the next part, where it's consideration and nurturing. As they come through the funnel, the sales funnel's consideration, you're nurturing them through the pipeline. So you have to kind of grab their attention, offer something of value. We're going to get into that more later as well, where you can offer, like through a lead magnet, something, a free trial, a discount, something that's going to be valuable to them. So that way, in exchange, you can get their information, and then you can continue to communicate with them and nurture them, create a community. Okay, so they built rapport and helps them trust you as a business. And then if you're consistent in the way you're delivering your things and your branding and things like that, they're going to get to know you, your logo, your business, as you continue to communicate with them. Then we come to the decision, and that leads to conversion, right? They're going to start making decisions as they get to know you and get to know what you offer. You can still offer consultation calls, be available to them. Maybe send out a survey, help with them in their pain points, help them where they need what their needs are, kind of communicate with them. Make sure you know who they are, make sure you know what social media platforms they hang out on, make sure that you know who you're targeting. Give them incentives, bonus content. It just depends on your business. It could be tailored specific to what you're doing. You got to kind of think about what you could do for them. No business is going to be ran in the same way, and you can offer your own unique standout offers and things that's going to incentivize them to work with you. And continue to do the emails, continue to build community. And remember, like I said, we're talking about automation. So once you create the emails, and you can have help doing that because there's AI now. You leverage the power of AI. You can have Chat GPT. You can give it a certain prompt, and it'll give you a series of emails that you can plug into your system, your CRM system, your customer relationship management system. You plug it in, and it goes out automatically with a touch of the button. You just do it once. So you leverage AI as keep up with the trends that are happening now. So that's essentially what a funnel is. But I think maybe I should break it down some more. Y'all getting what I'm saying? Because I can break it down. I'm thinking about taking y'all to school and doing a whiteboard walkthrough. What do y'all think? Do we need to do a whiteboard walkthrough, or should I just move on? Can you let me know? You want me to break it down? Let me check the chat. Do it? Okay. Whiteboard? Y'all want to see a whiteboard breakdown? Okay. Okay, so I remember when I was in school, I'm going to date myself too as I go to the whiteboard, but so I'm going to stop sharing real quick. I remember it was so we used to fight. It was a chalkboard when I was coming up. We used to fight on a Friday to clean the chalk from the chalkboard and hit the erasers together to try to get the chalkboard cleaned up. But I'm dating myself. But I'm going to take you to the whiteboard real quick. So let's see. Let me start a new whiteboard. That was like the highlight on our Friday. We fought over who's going to clean the blackboard or the chalkboard. But I'm dating myself. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, let's get here at the whiteboard here. Let's see. Let me grab my notes here. All right. So you remember I told you about acronyms. So acronyms can be really annoying sometimes, especially if you don't know the lingo. Believe me, being in education, there's so many acronyms I had to learn. It was crazy. And I'm one of those lifelong learners that if I don't know, I have to go figure it out. So a lot of this stuff, it's I call it learning on the fly. You learn and then you just implement as you go, right? Just go with it. So that's what you're seeing in real time, actually. So here's your acronym. We're going to call it ADA, right? So I'm talking funnels still, though, because I really want you to know the concept of what a funnel is, what funnels do, and how they operate. So can you see that? Can everyone see my screen? Go back here. Let me start over. Okay. All right. All right. So Ada, that's a good girl's name. I don't know. Oh, hold on. I'm misspelling it. Oops. You'll have to be patient with me. Okay, so Ada, and I did practice this too a couple of times earlier. But anyway, I'm prepared. So Ada, everyone see that? So again, if you're thinking about the funnel, the A is going to be awareness, right? Well, let's do this. Let's go with it. Awareness. I think it's not doing right. Let me bring it a little bigger. Well, it's not doing right for me. But anyway, the A is awareness, right? The I is going to be interest. Hold on, let me start over because this thing is not cooperating like it did earlier. Okay, so the I is interest. Let me get rid of this. A is awareness. Awareness. I promise I'm an educator. Right. I is interest. Okay. Your D is desire. Okay. And A is action. Lots of steps of the funnels right there. Okay. Of the funnel. Okay. So you want to make sure that you get the person aware of who you are and that's grabbing their attention. Right. The interest, you're starting to engage them in the interest section. Okay. And then desire, they're starting to be more warm in their bringing them through the funnel as you continue nurturing them through the email sequence. And then they're going to take action. You give them a call to action or they take action in some way, right? So how do you do that? Through the use of what? Leads, right? So let's go over here. We need leads. And they can be generated like through ads, right? They can be generated like Facebook, like organically through like what? Word of mouth. We'll say we'll do another acronym, WOM, word of mouth. You tell people about your link, send it out, right? Some people may not have the means to do like paid ads, but you can do organically on social media. So, and I'm going to use the pen now, not the highlighter, the pen. Okay, so if you can see, I'm going to kind of make the funnel. It starts up like this. So you got your leads coming into your page, right? And from here, they're going to go to your page right here. Okay, so this is going to be your option page, like your landing page, okay, or your lead magnet, right? Or your squeeze page, right? They're all pretty much the same. The lead magnet is something that you give them a value in exchange for their email, right? They have to opt in right here. Okay, and then after you offer something of value to them with your lead magnet or your page, right? Then you take them to the sales page, right? The next step is going to be the sales page. So we're taking them through the funnel, okay? So there's the sales page, and my drawings are not really good, but you can see what I'm trying to say. Okay, and that's where you offer them the product or the service or whatever your business is doing, right? So from there, they have the option to purchase there or not. If they choose not to purchase, guess what? You've already taken them. You already have their information because they've already opted in with you here. Okay, even if they don't choose to purchase right away, it's okay because you still have them. So what you do is you go into the sequence of emails, right? So they immediately go into depending on the action here, you set up your automations. If they don't purchase, they get a series of emails right here that's nurturing them, right? To tell them more about your business, okay, what you offer, things like that. If they do purchase, they get a thank you page and maybe an upsell or a downsell, okay, just depending on the situation. You can set all this up automatically. Okay, so this is where you're building rapport through text messages, emails, that kind of stuff, the nurturing. So once they get in up here from the leads, okay, you're taking them through the funnel, the communication. All this is automatic. All right, and then if they don't purchase, then you're always going to send them back to your link. Okay, you always try to make full circle to send them back to the sales page. Okay, you kind of nurture them, find out what their needs are. You maybe give them a link to your Facebook group or something. Build community, build rapport, get them back to the sales page if you can. Okay, If they do purchase, hey, maybe you have a lifelong customer, maybe you have another need that you can help them with later down the road. You can build community with them as well. Maybe you can partner up. It depends on the different things that what you offer in your business. Okay, so this is essentially the sales funnel at work, and all this is automatic. Okay, so like, and if you don't know what to write in the emails or the text messages or things of that nature, you have AI, you have ChatGPT, that kind of thing. You put prompts in, it'll write your copy for you. Just plug it in, push a button, and that's it. And then it goes automatically every few days or however you want to do it. So basically, that's your funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing again and get back to the presentation. All right. So that was a rough whiteboard walkthrough, but I think I got through it. So I'm going to go back to the presentation. We're going to go to that's essentially what a funnel is. So I hope that broke it down for a lot of you. Okay, so I'm going to kind of move into like, now that you understand like more of the concept, right? Not necessarily the how-to, because we have our Jasmine and others that are going to help you with that. But I just wanted everyone to get a basic understanding, the fundamentals of what a funnel is, because it's being thrown around really like a lot. You hear it all the time. We got to build a funnel. We got to, get your pipeline, get your workflow going. And people, maybe you just don't know what that is. So I'm hoping that that explanation helped you visualize it and see it and understand the concept, okay, and have a basic understanding of that moving forward. So now when you hear the terminology, you know what it is. You'll be able to know what we're talking about when you see it in real time in your CRM or your customer relationship management system in the back. So now I'm going to take it to another kind of direction. And once you get your leads, like what do you do with the leads, right? So we're going to talk about social media. So for those of you that are not ready to do like paid Facebook ads and things like that of that nature, you want to leverage free methods of getting leads, right? Organic methods of getting leads. And that's one main one that I really suggest you all start getting into is social media. So, and content creation. So it's a nice little cycle that you can get involved in with content creation. So you begin by just start to build like different pieces of content that you can post. Make sure you know who your target audience is. ChatGPT will do that for you too. You just have it to analyze your business, and it'll come out with a what we call an ideal client avatar. So you can figure out who you're targeting, right? And you tailor to them. You find out what social media they prefer and start making posts on that. Or just if you're not that comfortable, just start off on a platform that you are kind of comfortable with, that you're familiar with, and just start. I just encourage you just to start, even do it scared. Okay, so then from there, once you get some content kind of created, then you want to do strategic sharing with that content. Okay, so if you do like more long form content, like maybe on YouTube, or maybe you go on a podcast, you do like a long video, you can break that up. You can like split it up and post it as reels or post it as TikTok videos or shorts on YouTube. But you just use it for all platforms. Put it on Facebook. Okay, so be very strategic in the way you're putting your content out. Then once you within the content, you're gonna put your link in there, right? You're gonna put your offer in there through your website, through your link, or send them to your landing page, right? And so that's where the lead magnets come in. So you give them something valuable, right? Something that's gonna help them. It might be a free offer, it might be a discount, right? It might be something to incentivize them in exchange for their information. So you put that in within your social media post so they can get to your lead magnet. And then once they opt in with you through the lead magnet, you're going to go through the nurturing process through the funnel, right? What we just talked about. And then eventually we're going to convert them and you make the sale. So and then you rinse and repeat, right? That's a cycle of using organic methods through social media. We're going to take them all one at a time real quick in more detail. As far as content creation, you want to mix it up. The types of content you want to use, you want to consider like various content formats like blog posts, videos, infographics, podcasts, and to mix it up, social media updates. You might want to start with one thing though. You do want to mix it up, but if you're not comfortable or you feel like you're just not ready yet, just try one thing and just get started. Okay, so it's just you want to be valuable in your content. You want to be informative. You want to help them, right? Be engaging when you start making content, and just create content that resonates with your audience. And again, I mentioned like content recycling. So make sure that if you do like more long form, you can break it up and like cut it up and put it on different like shorts and things like that. Then you want to kind of stay on topic too. You want to be relevant to your target audience. Make sure it's highly relevant to your industry, to your niche, and like you're addressing the pain points of your leads, right? Address their challenges, provide solutions, and showcase your expertise. And then consistency, that's key. You want to be consistent. So if it's going to help you to maintain like a posting schedule, like maybe you're going to post once a week, maybe you're going to start out posting, once a week, move it up to 3 times a week, eventually move it up to 3 times a day. So be consistent, like come up with a plan and then maybe gradually add more and more. But consistency is the key. So here's a quick strategy to come up with like 30 days of content. So if you think about your business and what you offer, come up with 6 topics that's related to your niche and create like 5 pieces of content for each topic, right? And then you can use like AI tools like ChatGPT to write your IG reel scripts for you. Okay. So each 6 topics with 5 pieces of content, right? Have AI write it for you. Then you can record your video or use AI tools like Canva. You can record videos in Canva. You can do videos out of CapCut. You can do videos with Pictory is another tool that you can do videos on if you don't like to show your face, or if you're comfortable showing your face, you can do that. So, but if you do it that way, if you have 6 topics and you create 5 pieces of content, you're going to have 30 days of content, and then you can post it across all platforms. So that's a little strategy for you to get a quick 30 days of content, right? So post it as shorts or however you want to do it. But then, and if you want to keep a calendar, start out 3 times a week and then move up to like 3 times a day, right? But be consistent and be intentional about doing it and keep on track. Okay, so then we're gonna talk about keywords and SEO. Now SEO is another acronym, so language, right? So SEO stands for I just went blank.
Search engine optimization.
Thank you, search engine optimization. So basically what that is that you want to know what keywords people are searching for, right? It could be keywords, it could be hashtags, right? So you want to use tools like there's a tool called Answer the Public that you can go and ask, what are people searching for, right? You got to find out, you got to do your research, you got to go see what's trending. So you find out what keywords and what hashtags are trending, and then you use that to optimize your page. You use those keywords in your content, right? And so that way, what essentially happens is if people are searching on Google, you can get it to the top of the page or the first of the page, or you can get it to trend that way. So that's important as well. So you have to do your due diligence and do your research in order to do that. And there are tools to help you with that. So, and also, if you want to be creative, tell a story, like tell about you, be unique, be yourself more. If people are going to appreciate you more if you're yourself, right? Don't worry about what other people are doing. Be you, like, and be genuine and authentic about what you're doing. They're going to find value in that. Have visual appeal, maybe use props. I don't know, like have something, be unique in the way you come across with your content. And then you want to guide your customers or your folks, guide them to what to do next. That's the call to action, right? You want to let them know, hey, if you engage in the chat, we can have you can have contests on social media. You can have giveaways. You can offer the something of value through the links in the chat. Just make sure it's clear, the call to action. Make it clear to them. You have to guide them and tell them what you want them to do. Download your newsletter. It could be a lot of different things based on what you're doing. And then you want to always, I know coming up in the education space, I hear a lot. You got to be data driven. You got to move and ebb and flow according to what the data is doing, right? So you want to be able to monitor your analytics. And I know on most of the platforms you can go and log into the back and you can figure out who's clicking through. You can find out who's staying on and how long they're staying on the video, that kind of thing. And you can also monitor your statistics and your analytics through your CRM system or your customer relationship management system, right? You could go in there and look, be data driven, because that's going to give you the data that you need in order to adjust what's working and what's not working. So you want to be mindful of that too as you're putting out content and things. So that's content creation. Let's go to the next category. So strategic sharing. So you do want to be very strategic with the way you're sharing it. It's the key to maximizing your content impact, right? So you have to know your audience. You have to understand who your audience is, what they like, where they like to be online. And ChatGPT can help you with that. Help them out. Let ChatGPT analyze your business, and then it will come up with a perfect avatar, a perfect kind of customer type to where they're hanging out online, how old they are, that kind of thing. So, and make sure that you align to what platform they're on. So just because a piece of content will work on one platform, it may not work on another. Make sure your headlines are engaging, that they're going to want to click on it. Like you can use ChatGPT and other like headline producing software or AI tools to help you with that as well. Just give them a prompt, and then it'll come out with you with the engaging headlines that people want to click on. And your timing too. Think about that. Think about when people are like, they might be up late at night. They might be up early in the morning getting ready to go to work, or, can't sleep. You want to think about that as well. Maybe if you get to a point where you're posting morning, noon, and night. So you might catch the lunch crowd, and you might catch every crowd at different times of the day. And then like I said, visual appeal. You want to use eye-catching visuals, your images, your videos, even your audio could be trending. You could be doing research and seeing what audio is trending. Your hashtags, your hashtags and keywords, do your diligence, figure out what's trending, figure out what keywords are trending, how are you going to get to the top of the search engines, right? And then you tell your audience, engage your audience, encourage them. If you found value, hit the like button, or if you find value, share the video, encourage them. And also, you want to get yourself in front of other people's audiences too. If you know that you're following someone that you want to model after, maybe, and they have a larger audience than you, then use their audience. Like, see if they could shout you out, or they see if you could get on a podcast with them, right? Team up with them, and use their audience so that way you can get eyes on your campaigns and eyes on your business. And again, consistency. Post. Keep doing it. Do it afraid. Okay, there's a lot of stuff I've been doing afraid lately, and I just do it. So just do it. So it just ensures that you get noticed. So be consistent in the way you share, and help let others help you with using other people's audiences and whatnot. Okay, so let's talk more about lead magnets. Now, your lead magnet is very powerful. So once you do share your content, you give them the link, you want to take them to your lead magnet, right? Your page, your offer. It could be something of a free item. You can offer something of value, because what do we want? We want them to give you their information, right? Because once they give you their email, their phone number, they're going to be in the back of your CRM, your customer relationship management system. Once they opt in, because you've given them something of value, you've given them like an ebook, just like it says here, checklist, something to simplify complex tasks, something that's going to solve a problem for them. You can give them a link to a webinar like you're on right now, templates, digital products, anything that's going to save them time, a free trial of a product or service. Maybe they have exclusive content. Maybe you just wrote a course and you can give them like a preview of it. Make it fun too. Quizzes. Some people like to do quizzes, like maybe on relationships, or like, I don't know, finding the best mate or whatever. But just be creative, think outside the box. Give them discounts on some of the things you're offering. But you give them something of value, so that way you can, in exchange, you get their email, their phone number. Then they're going to be at the top level. You made them aware of you. They're going to be going through your funnel. And once you have them in your system, you can begin nurturing them, right? You start the process, and you have them, and you can begin working into warm leads and eventually making the sell. So that's a lead magnet. So a lot of people, we're throwing around lead magnet. We're throwing around landing page. We're throwing around squeeze page, right? We hear all those terms, but then like, I just want you to understand the concept. And it doesn't have to be hard, right? The funnel, it doesn't have to be hard. The funnel could have as many steps in it as you want it to. It could be as easy as a two-step lead magnet, like what I'm about to show you here. And your lead magnet or your landing page could have, like, be simple with it. These 5 elements, and then you'll have a very decent lead magnet page, right? You want a catchy title. Like I said, ChatGPT and other tools can help you with that. You want to have your product image on that, make it look good. Maybe use a nice mock-up. Maybe if it's an ebook, there's free tools out there that you can use to create those things. You want to have at least 3 engaging problem-solving bullet points, right? And then you want to have a guarantee. Like, it could be, maybe you have like a low ticket item, like a $5 offer or something. It could be a money back guarantee, or it can be a guarantee that whatever you're offering is going to work for them, right? Or you'll give them their money back, or you're going to help them in some way. Okay, have some kind of a guarantee. Then you want a testimonial. So that's going to be a real game changer as well, as you get people that give the testimonial of your services. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take you to this freebizresources.com so you can see a 2-step funnel. So I want you to see an example. So I'm going to stop sharing real quick and go back to my screen. And let me see, and go back to my tabs here so you can see one. Let me do escape. Sorry. Let me stop this presentation. Okay, there we go. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so they can see it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is a simple funnel. This is a lead magnet. So it's going to have those 5 elements I showed you, right? It's going to have it's a catchy title, right? Elevate your business game. So my free tool recommendation. So basically, this is a lead magnet page that's going to offer the free tools that I use to build my business, right? So, and then I used ChatGPT to come up with the 3 bullet points, right? So discover the free tools, access a world of possibilities, amplify your impact, achieve more in business. So here are the 3 bullet points. Streamline your content creation process so that you can save hours each week, allowing you to focus on strategic business growth and creative endeavors, right? Another benefit, enhance your online presence so that, and then you can read that on your own. Then automate, another benefit, automate customer interactions so that you can see what the that each one has in common, right? Give them the benefit and then preface it like so that, and be very specific on how it could help them. Like very specific. You want it, the more specific, the better, right? So that way they can opt in. So this particular one, there's a guarantee on here as well. The guarantee on this one is that if they use the free tools that I'm recommending, that if they don't see positive results, then I'll work closely with them, right? So they can achieve the success they desire. That's the guarantee I put on here. But they have to actively use the resources, right? And then I have testimonials on here, right? So there they are. But I have different places to where they can opt in at. So if they're sold here, they can opt in right here, okay? Or they can opt in at the bottom of the page. Also, if they go away from the page, there's going to be a pop-up, right? So this is the form they're going to see to fill out. So as soon as they fill out this form, they're going to be taken to a thank you page like this. And this is where they're going to get their free tools right here, right? That I recommend. And then here's an upsell. This is an example. So this could be an upsell for a different product, an upsell for a course or something. If it's an ebook, it could be an upsell for a full course. Okay, this one's an upsell to scheduling a call with me, right? To help them through the free tools. So, and that way I can maybe, when I get them on a call, I can see what they're doing with their business and maybe upsell some of my other services. So this is an example of a funnel, a lead magnet in exchange for email for them to come into my system for me to start nurturing them. And like I said earlier, once I have them in the system, I nurture them and find out what their pain points are and help them, right? So this is a very simple 2-step lead magnet, 2-step funnel. And I wanted you to see that. So can you see this? I went back to the presentation. Can you see that? Okay, good. All right, let me see where I am in the presentation. I'm almost done, y'all. Okay, one more thing. So once you get, like I said, nurturing, the conversions in the nurturing, right? How you're going to set up your email. You want to be very personable with them. Tailor your messages so that it's their interest, right? It's tailored to their interest. You're doing your email campaigns or email sequences. You're going to hear that as well. Okay, so you don't have to write them on your own. Use ChatGPT, use other things. You can come up with the email sequences. It doesn't have to be like a whole 30 days of sequences. It could be like 3 to 5 emails, right? Or maybe throw a couple of text messages in there. And also, if you see that you haven't nothing's been out in a while, you could do a blast real quick. Or if you have something that you're launching that's new, you can just start emailing. You just send a quick blast email with a new item or the new webinar or something that's coming out, right? You can use drip marketing. Like if you're doing a course, you can gradually drip it out, right? Like hype it up, like on a webinar or something, then they gradually drip out the course. Value delivery. You keep providing value through webinars, case studies, testimonials, right? You want to guide them, and you're building trust and your authority with you're engaging them, right? You always have to direct them to give them the call to action. You clearly guide the leads on what to do next, right? Within your system, within your page, within your emails that you're sending now. You put your links in there. If you're doing affiliate marketing too, you might have a tool that's going to get them a discount on monitoring their credit. And that could be an affiliate opportunity for you to earn some commission. You send those kind of links, okay, in your email. You're helping them out, right? Pay attention to the feedback loop. Send a survey out once in a while. How am I doing? What do you need? What are your challenges, right? So you get to know them, so you can help them. Move them through your sales funnel stages, right? From awareness to purchase. And we saw a visual of that earlier. And again, you keep up with the numbers, keep up with the data, make your decisions data driven. Go into the back of your CRM system, your customer relationship management system, see what's going on. You're going to be able to see where your leads are. You're going to be able to see them at what stage they're in. So if they're following off or you haven't heard anything, maybe you can send them a quick email. Hey, I hadn't heard from you. Make it personable. Hey, where you been? That kind of thing. And you go in there and you use the data and figure out what's working, what's not working, what needs to be adjusted. You can even split test different pages, like send one web page in one color and one at a different kind of wording and one at another kind of wording, and see which one performs better. All right, there's so many different things you can do to improve, but use the data to help you figure out use the data to help you figure out what is working for you. So I just kind of went through sorry about that. Okay, with that being said, that's really all I have. I hope I was able to break down in a way that you can really get a visual and understand the concept of it. And you're seeing me and my journey too. So let's do this together, y'all. I'm excited. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that helped y'all. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. So thank you.
Absolutely. Wow. I'm over here I just need to focus on my notes at this point, because the way she done dropped that, I need y'all to drop purple hearts in the chat if y'all got value from Janice. Purple hearts in the chat if y'all got value from Janice. Listen, your visuals, okay, them funnels, everything descriptive, and it's nice to see that not only was the visuals on point, but the fact of the matter that it's gonna intertwine with everything we do. So yes, the marketing, but also the clients and the follow-up. So it's really nice to see that visual. Look at all these purple hearts, Janice. Look at all these purple hearts, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. We want, we have our Q&A that we're going to do at the end, correct? Okay, so we are going to go directly into Queen Jasmine Monk. Keep dropping them purple hearts and get ready for Jasmine Monk. Because if Janice did that, right, let's go.
That was amazing. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope you're still here with us. I am so excited to be taking the stage. Let me get situated here. Before I start, there is something. So who in here is struggling with getting leads? Put a 1 in the chat if you're struggling with getting leads. They're coming. Okay, awesome. So we have not mentioned this yet, so I'll be the first one to say it. For those of you that stay to the end, we have a little something for you guys that have to do with basically a customized leads list for you and your business. So stick around to the end if you can. If you can't, shoot one of us a message and let us know so we can include you in our count. But that is going to be some awesome things that are coming. So let me get my screen shared here. Janice, thank you for that. That was awesome. So some of the things that I'm going to talk about kind of coincide with what Janice was talking about, but my perspective is going to be a little bit different. So let me share. All right, can y'all see my screen? Boom, let's do this. Present, there we go. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about perfecting your system so that you can capture, nurture, and close leads. So for me, what I'm going to be focusing on, like I said, some of the things that Janice said, I'm going to talk about some of that, but it's just going to be from a different perspective. So we're going to focus on the client experience, right? So I want you guys to think about the last service that you've used. Think about all of the businesses and the services that you continue to use, right? Because of your experience with them, right? I want you to think about all of the services or businesses that you've used where you've had a really bad experience. So I want to focus on the client experience in relation to systems, because what happens is when we first start our business, of course, we all want to provide a client, the ultimate client experience, but where a lot of people miss and a lot of people go wrong is they don't really know how, or they don't really break it down to be able to provide it. They don't really understand. They're like, yeah, I want to answer every call and respond to every email, but it's just way, way deeper than that, right? So why is client experience important? Referrals. I know I have the same hairdresser, the same nail lady I go to, and I also send them to all my friends and their friends and their friends, right? I want you guys to put, let me think. Okay, I have one. Put a company that you know right now that you use or that you go to all the time. It could be anything, any industry. I want you to put that in the chat that has world-class customer service, exceptional customer service experience. I want to see what you guys think and see if we have some of the same ones. Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Yes, that was my example. Why is Chick-fil-A's customer service world-class? Their systems. They have a system that works. They have a system from the time that they're looking for new people to hire. They make their people take personality assessments. Did y'all know? They make their people take personality assessments because they're looking for certain people to serve their clients. It doesn't work for everybody, but that goes back to systems. That's just one piece of the system, right? So yes, Chick-fil-A, it's amazing, right? Brand reputation. That ties in with referrals, high retention rates. You want to keep your clients forever and ever. But even if they leave you, you want them to come back. You want to be top of mind when they're like, I need this again, or somebody that they know need this. You want them to come to you without you telling them, hey, bring them to me. You want to be top of their mind. And loyalty. Like I mentioned earlier, think about all of the businesses, the stores, the whatever, the hairdressers, the nail techs, whomever, you go get your oil change, you go to the same place. And I want you to think about why you go to those places. Because in the moment you're thinking, oh, convenience, and I like it, but really think of why you're going back. Why do you always go back? Or why are you always referring them to somebody? There you go, Kiana. Yeah, banks, retention departments, exactly. So let me go to my, this Zoom thing sometimes it just throws me off. Sorry, y'all. Let me just make sure. There we go. I can get my slides to go. All right. So let's get those brain juices flowing. We're going to really, really, really break this down a little bit more. Okay. So I want you to think about the last service that you've used. And I'm just going to use a hairdresser because it's just going to be easy. And whether you're a male and you go get your locks done, or you go to the barber, or us females, right? So we're going to walk through this whole process, right? From A to Z. So, okay, next month I'm taking a trip. I want to go get my hair done. So what do? I'm going to go, I may have somebody that I go to, or if I want to find somebody else to do what it is that I need to get my hair done, I'm going to go to Facebook, Style Seed, Google, or whatever, right? So I go there and I'm looking for whoever it is to do whatever it is I need them to do. I go on their social media page or their website. I'm like, cool, found what I need, click. And then I go on, I pick my date and time, click, click, click. I put in my information. And now most of the hairdressers, their stuff is what? Cashless, right? You're putting in your card. They charge at the end of the visit, sometimes before, right? So I put in all that information, put my card in, and then what happens? I get a confirmation email and a text message. Well, nowadays, text message marketing is everything. So you get an email and a text because we check our phones quicker, right? We'll check a text quicker, much quicker than we'll check an email. So then let's say my appointment is next Thursday at 6 o'clock. So leading up to that day, it's a good chance that I will get reminder emails. Hey, don't forget, your appointment's on Thursday. Hey, we can't wait to see you on Thursday. You get text messages, emails, all these things leading up to, right? Then I go to my appointment. She gets me right? And then after that, they'll take the payment. So I usually get like some type of receipt if I hadn't paid already. And then sometimes, not sometimes, but sometimes you'll get a survey. How did we do? How was your experience with us? Was it awesome? If there was something you didn't like, please let us know. I know, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And then after that, sometimes you hear from them and sometimes you don't. And so this is where that gap is for me, because what I've seen, I've worked with a lot of different industries, is especially with hairdressers, right? It's not that they don't want to follow up with you and ask you how you did. If they don't have systems in place, they are not following up with you. And it's not because they don't want to, it's because they don't have time. They're over here delivering the service. They're probably trying to get new clients. They're the bookkeeper, the marketing person. They have to go get supplies. They're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing that. So to be honest with you, a lot of them, the first thing in their mind is not, ooh, let me follow up with Jasmine to see, how our new hairstyle's working. Hey, how was that trip? They're just not doing it. And so that is where that missing piece is. And all of you that are here today, we don't want to do that. What you're learning today, I want you guys to go and apply so you are not that person. And I'm not saying that those people are bad, but those people need to be in this room right now so that they know that that's not okay. They need some awareness to that, because no one has told them, hey, there's no follow-up. Or if they know that there's no follow-up, they may not know what to do to fix it, right? So again, I am here to kind of give you guys a different perspective when it comes to your systems, because it's way more than, oh, I just want to deliver a great customer experience. Nope, it's a little bit deeper than that. So let's talk about that. So here are some examples, right? When it comes to your business, you want to write down all of the processes in your business. And I'm going to tell you a few reasons why that's important. You want to write down what you want to happen in your business. That way you can build it in the system that you need. So, I was talking about that way earlier, right? So if you want people to go to your website, you want them to book a call, then even before they book that call, you want them to fill out a form, then they book their call. And then after that call, you want them to do something else. And then after you have the call with them, you want something else to happen. You've got to write that down. You have to map it out. Yes, Janice, thank you. You have to map it out. You have to, right? And that way, and I'm going to show you some examples in a second, when you're mapping it out, it can look a lot of different ways, but whether you do it yourself or whether you hire somebody, it will be laid out. Because if you go to Fiverr or Upwork or any, VA agency, they're going to be like, well, what do you want me to do? You're going to be like, oh yeah, I need like a nurturing sequence. They're going to be like, okay, what? Like they're going to ask you, and you're going to have to do this anyway, right? So here are some examples here of ones that I've done with clients, and all of these. So here's some softwares you can use. Google Draw, literally, like I'm a visual person, so I'm gonna draw a box, or I'll take a sheet of paper like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or you can go to Google Draw. Lucid Chart's a good one. You can do this in Canva too, or Smart Draw. Here are some examples, but I want you to think of all the different processes in your business, from like the time somebody is on your website, from capturing their lead to nurturing the lead to closing your lead. What do you want that to look like? What do you want to happen? That your onboarding process, your offboarding process. If you have a new team member, what does that look like? You have to do an orientation and give them, access, and you have to have an offboarding process for them. And it's all of these things, that you need to have, right? So here are some examples, and it can be overwhelming at a look, right? If you first look at it. But if we really dive into it, it's literally all the things that Janice is talking about and that a lot of us are learning in a lot of other programs or mentorships that we're in. So I hope you guys can see this, and I don't want to mess my screen up, so I'm gonna just leave it. But so for example, this one, let's look at this one right here. So they come from an email campaign or a website, right? And the first thing that happens is, they click the button, right? And then after that, they complete the payment. And then after that, they get their email confirmation. And after that, they get their access to whatever it is they need. Then after that is enrollment. Then after that is this. And after that is that. But you guys kind of get the concept, right? And then this one over here is a little bit more complex because these are all of the softwares that this person was using, which I was not a fan of. But hey, it's her business. I was just like, we've got to do something about this. But it worked. She was very organized. All the systems were talking and all that, but still not a huge fan. But hey, it was her business. But all of these color codes are all of the softwares that she was using. And as you can see, she mapped it out good. So when people click this button, right, is the active campaign. And then she had put clicked on us because she wasn't sure. And Squarespace, that's where her website was. So how it was set up was her website was on Squarespace. But then when people clicked the button, then their contact information went to active campaign, right? Next one, she wanted them to watch the webinar. It was kind of like an evergreen webinar is what it was. So then, it just goes down the list here. And I'm going to show you guys some other examples here. This is in the back end of a CRM, AKA customer relationship management system, something you guys should have, or an email marketing system, or something where you can manage your business. So I'm going to show you guys a few examples. So this one here, what is this one? All this Zoom stuff's in the way. Okay, this is a cold outreach one, right? So yes, it's a lot, but I'm telling you, you will love yourself after this is done. So you should not be doing this stuff manually. Automations. And if you don't know how to do it, you're in the right place because you need to stay connected with this so that we can help you set those up. So this is a cold outreach. So for example, whatever the trigger is going to be, whether they come in, it could be through social media, through your website. Maybe you got a list of cold leads from wherever, right? You can add them in here, right? And so what happens is okay, you're telling it, wait 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, you want to send them this text message or this email that goes out, right? And then after that, you want to wait for their reply. And depending on what they reply. So if you look in here, respond with the 1, 2, or 3. So this is good for text message marketing, just to give you guys an idea. So here, you have it as if they respond with the 1, then you have what you want to happen, right? We have bots in here. If they respond with the 1, they end up going down this path. If they respond with the 2, they go down this path, and we just keep going, right? And as you can see, it just goes on and on and on. It has follow-ups. It has all of the things, right? And let me show you another example. This is a nurture drip, which means that emails or text messages, you may be sending them out once a week, once a month, over a course of however long. And so Janice kind of covered this, right? Nurturing is important. So I'll give you an example. Let's say someone booked a call with me and they weren't ready to work with me right away. What do you guys do? Do you guys just let them sit, or what are you doing right now to make sure that you are constantly touching them in some type of way? You should be emailing them, texting them, something. They should be on an email sequence, a newsletter, a monthly newsletter you send out, something to that effect, right? So this is a nurture drip where literally, what is this? It's waiting 8 days. So they end up coming in this sequence, they wait 8 days, then boom, this email is fired off. Straight value. You want to give straight value, right? Straight value. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And boom, right? So I don't know, like this is probably over the course of a few months, but you get the idea of, what it is, right? And I have one more example. Which one is this that I have? This one. Oh, okay. I think this is a lead magnet one here. So this is a lead magnet one. These are the triggers. So received an email, or they clicked somewhere in the email, or they booked a demo call, or they did this, or they did that, right? And they end up going, the way I have it set up, the way I have it set up is they're going in these different buckets. So if they click the link, I want them to be updated on this like pipeline that I have, right? and I'm going to send them to the next stage in that pipeline. If they submitted a form, same thing, but then I want a specific tag to be added to them, right? Because I want to target them a little bit differently than some of these other people. And then I have an email going out to them, and so on and so on. So does that make sense? I want to stop here because this is the piece where I've met people and I've worked with businesses in the past, and they just throw up their papers. They're like, forget it. They're like, oh, you know, they're like, this is too much. And I'm like, well, it doesn't have to be too much. I'm like, let me know where you're struggling. Let me know what you don't understand. So I'm gonna go to the chat because I really want to stop here because this is a big deal. This is a big piece of your systems in your business and everything you're thinking about, every funnel you want to do, any website you want to build. This is the key to all of that because none of that will exist if you don't have something like this. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna go to the chat. What does anybody have any questions right now? Do I need to slow down? Do you need clarification or anything? Because this is a really, really, really important piece. No one? Okay, y'all good? All right. Just drop them in the chat. I'll stop. I promise. I love y'all. Okay. So moving on. Let me get back to where I was. All right, Randy, what's up? I know we're gonna do the Q&A later, but I've got to address this now, y'all. Like that's how much I love this, and I love y'all, and I want you to get it. So what do you have, Randy?
All right. So what do something like this cost? I mean, what is if someone would pretty much, because that's a powerful system that you just showed, and that's, I mean, I've seen some systems in place, but that is really powerful. So
Sure.
what is something like that cost? Like if someone was interested in driving that type of system?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So we're going to get to that later. Just stay
Okay,
tuned.
cool.
Yep,
I'll
we're going
stay
to talk
tuned.
about that a little bit later. Yep, we'll talk
All
about
right,
that a
thanks.
little bit. You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Of course. Now look, my thing's messed up. Sorry, y'all. Okay. This isn't it. See, Kiana's a much more camera pro than me. All right, I think I got it now. All right, so I'm glad y'all are kind of following. And again, just drop your questions in the chat. All right, so we kind of already covered this, right? I don't want to be redundant, but of course, this is the lead's journey. Janice has covered this, so I'm definitely not going to focus on this. The awareness phase, you know, do you want to capture your lead, nurture your lead, and close your lead? And I'm going to give some examples of some of the things that you may have thought about or maybe you haven't thought about. So do your leads have a way to contact you? Do you have a one-page website? Social media, can they find you, right? Do you have a form? How are you capturing their information? Are they booking a call with you? Do you have something that's like, hey, join my newsletter for more value and gems? Is there a contact form, right? So I want you to think about what call to actions do you currently have in place? And if you don't have any, when you do start your business, what call to actions are you going to be, you know, using? And you can have several, right? You may have different pages for different things, but if you're someone that has nothing, I want you to really think, what do you want to start with? And I want you to think about your business and what it is and what that looks like, right? And you can throw some of those in the chat. I actually would love to see that, kind of what you guys have. Right. Thank you. It's nothing worse than you can't find a way to contact somebody. You're trying to give them your money and give them your business. You can't even find a freaking email. How can I contact you? That's a big thing, big deal, right? So if somebody is doing a search on Facebook, or if they go to your social media pages, they should be able to link back to whatever it is that you need them to do. What is it? Is it a form? Is it a, you want them to go to your landing page? You know, Janice gave a lot of great examples. What do you want them to do? What is the call to action when you're wanting to capture a lead? And if you're someone, you know, that has a lot of things going on in your business, or you're just like you're creative and you have all these ideas, you probably will have several, but you still need one for each thing that it is that you're trying to do, right? Nurturing your lead. Janice talked about this too. You know, what are you doing? Text messages. Text messaging is something, honestly, that is it has evolved so much. And for anyone that is not using text message marketing, you have to. You have to. Nothing is wrong with emails, but there's so much going on with all the rules and regulations when it comes to email marketing. It's crazy. And I mean, they have some for text message marketing too, but you're more than likely to, let me ask you this. Are you more likely to check your text messages or your emails? I know people that'll email me stuff. I'm like, well, hold on, can you just text that to me real quick because it's quicker. I have hundreds of emails to sift through every single day, whether it's ones I want to see or not. So text message marketing is really big. So some ideas you could do, it's like a weekly affirmation. So if you're like a coach or like a whatever, or it could be a tip, you always want it to be value, not buy, but you want to just be value. You just want to always constantly be in front of them. Like I mentioned earlier, you always want to be top of mind, right? You could do something weekly. You could do something monthly, right? Email marketing. I showed you an example. It could be, I don't want you guys to I want you to under promise and over deliver. So I don't want you to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send them an email every day. I'm gonna send them an email every week. Okay, you're probably not gonna do that. I'm not saying you're not, but it's a good chance that you're not gonna do that. So make it easy on yourself where you're like, all right, maybe I'll do a monthly newsletter or a quarterly newsletter. Just kind of look at what you have going on and be realistic about it, because you have to pull the content together. Even though you have the AI, which is wonderful, you still have to read through it and it needs to make sense. You need to put the email together, right? Schedule it out, make sure it goes to the people it needs to go to. So it still requires some steps, but make it easy on yourself. Do a monthly newsletter and give straight value. They're going to be like, wow. And the next thing you know, they're going to be excited they're going to be looking for you. They're going to be like, hey, where's my email from Kiana? Where's my weekly text message from Janice? You'll start training your audience to receive those things from you, right? But remember, under promise, over deliver. Don't be like, I'm going to do an email weekly and you don't do it. You want to make sure that it's realistic. A community. So a community is a big deal. So from my experience, I'm a big fan of organic marketing. And those of you I've talked to know that. I've dabbled in the ads over the years. I love organic marketing. I love attraction marketing. I always like to provide value, and I let the people come to me. It's just, I love it, love it, love it. So when it comes to the community, what I've done and what some of us have been taught, and a lot of the mentorships and programs we've been in, is using other people's audiences. I think, Kiana, you mentioned in the chat earlier, OPA. We call that in the marketing world, OPA, other people's audiences. That is exactly what we did to get you guys here in this room. That's exactly what we did. We leveraged our mentors' audiences and people we've connected with to get you guys in the room. That's exactly what we did. And there's nothing wrong with that. People do it all the time. The strategic partnerships, right? All the things that you've heard and that people are talking about, it's real stuff. So if you're someone that is just starting your business and you want to build your community, I'm going to tell you now, do not stress yourself out about social media. People don't know who you are, but the consistent posting will help. But if you're not someone that is truly into social media and keeping up with the algorithms, and like Twitter a month ago, they just in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, they're like, oh, we're X now. And now we're Black, we're a big X and we're Black. Like what? If you're not keeping up with social media, you're not going to keep up with those things. You're not going to keep up with the algorithms and what to post. And they came out with threads and this and that, right? So one of the biggest ways to build your community that I highly recommend is using other people's audiences. Collaborate with people, do workshops with, other people, webinars, get on people's podcasts, be a guest blogger, and the list goes on and on and on, right? Do lives with people so you can get in front of their audience, and in return, that will bring you people back in your community that resonate with you. And I don't want you guys to think of it as stealing people, because it's not. Because if they resonate with you and they want to rock with you and they want to vibe with you, that's what they're going to do. They're attracted to you because of who you are and what you have going on, and they want to be a part of it. So don't be scared to do that. Go get out there and do that. And that is a great way to build your community, right? And you want to nurture that community. And then the last one I have here is surveys and polls. You always want to, send out a survey, send out a poll, especially on social media. Don't stress about, oh my gosh, what is my offer going to be? Or I want to do this webinar next month, what I want it to be about. Go ask your people. They will tell you their pain points. So you can create your content, you can create your curriculum, you can create your program, you can create your offer around the pain points of the people that you're actually trying to bring in. It shouldn't be the other way around. You should ask them what they need, because it's going to directly really be in line with what it is that you're already trying to do. But the way you want to carefully craft it and do all of that, just ask them. It's literally that simple. Just ask them, hey, If I did a webinar next month, what are the things you want to hear about? Maybe list 2 or 3 things. They're going to tell you what it is that they need. And then even if you do, like something like this, like a webinar, you want to have a survey after. How did we do? Or if you have a coaching class, right? All those different things, you want to make sure that you're doing that. You want to make sure that you are really attacking the pain points of the people that you are trying to attract, that you want in your tribe. The power is in the follow up. You lose money, you lose sales, you lose deals, you lose partnerships, everything. If you are not following, I can't stress it enough, because I have had times where I didn't do that and I lost some big opportunities over the years because I forgot. I didn't write it down, or I didn't have them tagged appropriately, right, in my system, or whatever the case was. I just didn't do it. And sure enough, it just passed me by. You can't go back and get those opportunities. So going back to my example of me going to the girl that did my hair, if she didn't follow up, who knows if she would have followed up, what could have happened from that? Maybe instead of booking out 6 months, I'll book in 3. Maybe she's top of my mind and I could refer to my homegirl Susie over here, or whatever it is, right? But you just want to make sure that you're following up and that you're nurturing. Nurture and give value is probably the best things you could do, and follow up. Another example, a lot of us that are here on this call were at InvestFest. Have you guys followed up with all the people that you met? They should have already been in a nurturing campaign the day you landed back to wherever state and city that you live. You should have already been nurturing them. You should have already added them into an email campaign. You should have reached out to them, something. You should have already reached out to connect with them, link with them, whatever it was that you guys talked about, or whatever it is that you're trying to do with them. You should have already done that by now. That was 2 weeks ago. So if you were to go and do that tomorrow, I'm not saying not to do that, but they're becoming colder and colder and colder as the days go on, which is going to be harder for you to get them kind of maybe where you want them to be, or what you desired from meeting them in the first place, your desired outcome or your result from working with them, or whatever that it was. So that is a challenge. If you have not done that, or if you owe somebody a follow-up, I encourage you guys to do that tomorrow, or get it ready tonight. Do it tonight. Do it right now. Well, after the webinar, of course, I want y'all listening, but do it. You get my point. Do it as soon as possible, right? But the power is definitely in the follow-up. That is just, you want to make sure you don't want to be that business that doesn't follow up and that people are always just in different places. You want to make sure that you have that piece that will distinguish you from everybody else, because there's just a lot of service-based businesses that don't have this. A lot of the things that we're talking about, they don't have. Some of them are just uneducated about it, so they truly don't know. But then some people know they need it and they don't know where to go. And then you have some people that know they need it and they just don't go seek what to do and how to do it, right? So we want to make sure that we're not in those numbers. Oops, I went the wrong way. Are y'all following? Are y'all following what I'm putting down? I hope this is valuable. I get passionate about this stuff. So, anyways, let me keep going. Lastly, what do I have here? Closing your lead and next steps. This is a big piece. So it kind of ties in with that follow-up too. But once you, had a consult or discovery call with somebody and that client's ready to work with you, what is the process in place to close that lead? What are you doing? Is that mapped out or is that in place? Because if it's not, then you probably shouldn't be getting on the call with anybody until you have that mapped out and ready to go. What's your onboarding process? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? I think some people in the room have a consulting business. That's great. So if they're ready to get credit repair from you, or business funding from you, or if you're in the real estate industry or whatever it is you have going on, what's your onboarding process? What do they need access to? What are you sending them? Are you having a call? Is it an onboarding call? Is it an onboarding video? What is it? Right? And then how are you keeping them engaged during your time together? Reminders, and it's just all these things that need to get built out, right? Which kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. You need to document all your processes in your business. It's a must. But you want to be ready to go. If somebody gets on the phone with you today and they're ready to work with you, you need to be ready. You need to be ready before they even tell you they're ready. You need to be ready and have this stuff going. Okay, I think that was my last slide, but thank y'all for having me. This was awesome. I'll be back on a little bit later, but I'm gonna hand the torch over to my girl, Jasmine, the energy queen. And thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Jasmine Monk. Okay, listen, when you hear from a Jasmine, just know it's crucial that you are paying full attention. Thank you so much. Let's drop some blue hearts in the chat for Queen Jasmine Monk. I absolutely loved it, especially touching on client experience, because there's a difference between a customer and a client and how you really nurture and treat them. So thank you so much. Listen, this question, this Q&A, I got my questions first. So y'all better make sure y'all up and ready to raise your hand when we start this Q&A. But just know I got my questions first, okay?
Let's go.
Drop the blue hearts in the chat for Jasmine Monk. Thank you so much, Queen. Listen, we have our anchor. We have our anchor coming through. This is Queen Kiana. Let's get it, Queen. Talk to us. We ready.
Yes, thank y'all so much. That was so good, Jasmine, Janice, everybody. That was so good. So I'm gonna wrap this up. We're almost to the finish line. So thank y'all for hanging on. And we're gonna go behind the scenes of talking about the sales and automation and just putting everything together. So we're gonna talk about that. And I'm going to share my screen now. And we're going to talk about behind the scenes of sales automation and action, right? Because this is what keeps your cash flow consistent in your business. So we talked a lot about like the funnels, the automation, the lead generation, the workflows, and everything of that nature. And those are all very important because like what Jasmine said and like what Janice said, when I first got started, 4 years ago, I didn't have any of these things in place, and it was a nightmare for sure. I was doing emails automate myself manually. So every time I had orders coming in, because a little bit about before I got into digital products, I started in physical products. That is a nightmare, not having automation set up for physical products. And I was a one-person team, and I basically was sending tracking numbers manually to my products, sending emails manually. I had like this Word document where I would copy and paste, to like speed up my process. That was terrible because I didn't know anything about it. I just kind of jumped into business, and I really just started as a hobby using OPA. Really, I was asking for advice and on the product, and a lot of people wanted to purchase the product. So that was my first start at getting into entrepreneurship because I was making something for a friend, and it just turned out that a lot of people wanted to purchase the product that I had. So I didn't have any website, anything in place. So I hurried up and got a website in place, but I didn't get any automation in place. So I knew that I wanted to have good customer service though. So I knew how to use a Gmail account, right? I just knew the basics. So I just did what I knew how to do. But slowly that just turned into a lot of burnout. And I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. And so I had to take a step back from the business and revamp everything else. But had I had all this information ahead of time, I would have known to have systems in place, customer service, retention, all of those things. So it is so important that we're talking about this now, whether you're new or seasoned or intermediate. Like, it doesn't matter where you fall on the scale. You need systems, operations, and automation in your business to effectively run your business. Otherwise, it's going to lead to burnout. You're going to miss people. You're going to miss clients, customers, and you're going to get bad reviews. And you don't want that to happen. So you want to start off the right way first. It may seem like a lot, but trust me, in the end, it's going to be worth it because you're going to be able to go out with your family, with your friends, and things are going to be working on autopilot, so where you're not always having your phone in your hand while you're out or spending time with individuals and all those things. So it is important. I know a lot of times as new business owners, we think we don't need it, but there's a reason why. When you make a business plan, marketing is on every business plan, right? Sales and automation, sales and everything is always on there because you have to have a budget allocated for marketing. And if you take a business plan into a bank or you try to get funding and they don't see marketing, they're going to question you, because if you don't have that, if you don't have a system, then you're going to lack in cash flow, and we want to keep that consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the value ladder and your customer journey, right? So we all may have different types of businesses. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. You want to have a value ladder or a customer journey that you want to take your customer through, right? So I know people may be familiar with this value ladder. You could just drop some purple hearts in the chat or one in the chat if you've seen a value ladder similar to this. And all the value ladder is just simply a marketing strategy that's used to take a customer from one point to another point, and typically is a lower entry point to a higher entry point product. And I'm pretty sure it's somewhere, some way, somehow you all have been into a value ladder similar to what I have on my screen, which is very similar to a value ladder that I have set up in my digital product business. So I wanted to give y'all a visual on that because it's very important to know and have a customer journey, sort of like when we were talking about when you have the systems, the flow, and the automation, right? Like what you want to be triggered when one email goes to the next email, right? You want to have a system in place because you're going to capture different leads and different type of clients and customers that come in between cold, warm, and hot, right? So you want to be able to place them in your journey the appropriate way, right? So when you get started, market research is so important. I know a lot of times people always want to bypass that or maybe like look at what somebody else is doing, but you really have to spend time. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why market research is important, because like my mother always tells me, it's nothing new under the sun, y'all. Like this has been going on for years and years and years. It's just constantly advancing with the digital age of AI and automation. Like when I started my digital product business, a lot of things that I were doing was copyright myself. I didn't have the chat GPT, like the illustrations, right? I was working with illustrators to be able to illustrate the products that I wanted to have, right? But now you have all these tools, Jasper, Midjourney. You have a ton of tools out there that can help you. And I really love the digital product business. So a lot of the things that I do and I talk about is getting digital cash flow, because it doesn't really matter what business you have. You should always have a digital product inside of your business, right? Something that you can create once and you can sell it over and over again. And that could look like many different forms. So I did want to talk about that. So you can screenshot this, go ahead and start writing down, just drop in the chat now. What customer journey do you all want to take your customers through, right? Like, what does that look like, whether you're a new business or an existing business, or if you currently have one, what does that look like for you right now, currently? Or what is it that you're trying to get to where you want your customer to end up as they go through your value ladder, right? And then next, I want to talk about different myths, right? So we all have been here listening about funnels, and we saw these like extravagant pictures, right? And it just looks like a lot, right? But there are a lot of myths, and these are some of the myths that I believe when I first got started as well, which is why it took me much longer to be able to build out a system and a value ladder and all these things, because I thought that funnels were only for experts, right? I thought that, you know, you had to be an expert or like the seasoned investor to be able to build a funnel, but that's not true, right? We all know today we are dispelling that, right? Like funnels, they're user friendly. There's a lot of tools in place and resources that we have that are accessible to beginners, right? I thought that funnels were expensive, right? Because a lot of times I would get into these funnels where they were like big time influencers, and I'm just like, no, I can't do all of that. You know what I mean? Like, so I was just like, no. But then I realized like it really wasn't a lot of money, right? And there's a lot of systems and subscription models out there to where you could build funnels at a very effective cost, which we have that for you as well, right? And then I thought funnels required advanced technology, right? But it may require knowledge, right, of what it is that we have. But in reality, there are many drag and drop customized funnels out there to where you're just plugging and playing and changing out your content, right? Changing out the layout of what it is that you want to do. And that makes it so much easier. So you're not building anything from from the beginning. So that's perfect, right? Because now in days like 2023, things are just constantly advancing, right? So you don't need code. Like when I was taking a business class years ago, we were doing HTML back-end code. Like we don't have to do any of that anymore, right? So that makes it perfect, especially for people that are just starting out, right? It doesn't have to be complex, right? And then also another things like funnels are time consuming. Well, we know myth 3 just dispelled that, because if we have user-friendly drag and drop funnel builders, we know that they won't be that much time consuming, right? It's just a process of learning, just like anything. Once you get the concept, you're able to realize that you can do these things and they start to come super, super fast, right? And also funnels guarantee immediate results, right? They don't guarantee immediate results, but what a funnel does is it allows you to be able to put something in place. We talked a lot about that A/B split testing and different things like that to be able to create something so you could see, right, where your audience is either getting stuck on your page or where they're checking out, what they're buying, what they like, right? Different marketing strategies. It helps with that, right? Because like we know, I don't know if anybody here had to take a statistics class, but we all took statistics in some way, some point. I was a research associate when I was in college, right? So everything I did was back behind statistics, right? And that's what landing pages and funnels can give you, analytics in real time to see what is actually happening on the page, which makes it so phenomenal. There are a lot of spy tools out here for when you're doing research. There's a lot of different things that can help you with understanding your customer journey that you put in place. And a lot of times we don't know that when we are just beginning, but there's so many analytic tools out there to see, like, well, when a person goes to, this particular spot, they're leaving the page, right? So then you could go in real time and try to figure out what's happening. Is something broken? Is a link broken, right? So all of those things are super, super important. So I just wanted to basically demyth these things and let you know that these are all myths and none of it is true. And then I also wanted to see in the chat, like, how much do y'all think people spend on marketing a year as a whole in the US? Like, I just want to see some numbers. Like, I can't really see the chat, but I'm going to look at it afterwards to see who comes close to how much do you think people are spending on marketing as a whole yearly, as an entirety in the US? There are lots and lots of dollars. So this is why you should know, like, if you're in business, like, you need sales systems, automation, and marketing, right? Every business that you operate with or you go to, they have those in place. And typically when they don't, when you go look at bad reviews, a lot of times it's either based on the quality, the customer service, right? They didn't receive an email, right? Or if they didn't receive one, they wasn't able to contact anyone, right, to get their product. Those are all because something in the sales system process did not work properly, right? So our goal is to make sure, whether you're small, large, intermediate, just beginning, that you have a great customer service experience from the start. Because like what Jazz said, like what Janet said, like, referral-based marketing is so powerful, right? Like, there are many, many times where it's like, you might pay a little bit more because they give you much more service and quality than going to something that's less, right? So less doesn't always mean better, right? So I want people to really, really take that into place. Like, don't skim and don't cheat on your business, right? Because this is what is going to be a part of your brand, right? A part of your cash flow and how you bring in revenue to your business so you can do the things that you want to do, whether it's building generational wealth, whether it's replacing your 9-to-5 income, whether it's doing any of those things. You want to make sure that you don't skim on this process, whether you're new or seasoned, because this is what's going to keep you consistent. And remember, we talked about keeping consistent cash flow, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about really serving people, right? So I always tell people, like, I don't sell, I serve, right? Because my whole mission is to serve individuals, to be able to help them and give them the information and the tools that they need to be successful, right? My success comes from the individuals that I work with, and when they actually take action and implement these things, and they learn from individuals like myself, individuals like Jazz, Janice, or whoever's on the call, to where when we first got started or we didn't know these things, a lot of these pitfalls that we fell into. So we want to be able to advance you at a much faster rate so you can start generating cash flow immediately in your business when you get started, right? So here is the $1 million question. After this, we're going to go over how much people are actually spending in marketing. So keep thinking about that in your mind, right? So Janice covered a little bit about different ways to keep the cash flow consistent. So I just wanted to go over these things, and I want you to drop as well in the chat. Take something from here of what are some of the ways that you're going to keep the cash flow consistent in your business, right? Because you need to be thinking about these things even while we're on this call, right? So what are you going to be doing that is going to help you with keeping your cash flow consistent? So I could tell you, like, upselling is big, right? Every time you click into somebody's funnel, what is happening immediately after? Hey, you want to buy this ebook, right? Or hey, you want to sign up here, right? Because upselling is so big. And it happens in real time in brick and mortar stores as well, right? Like you see when you go to Walmart, you have the candy in the front, different things, right? When you go to fast food restaurants, right? I was in a restaurant yesterday, right? And it had substitute. Would you like to substitute regular fries with potato fries, right? The waiter was asking that, right? So it's you're upselling everywhere you go, right? So it doesn't matter what type of business you're in, people are going to constantly upsell because that is a way to increase your average order value in your cart, right? Your AOV, that is another term that you'll see, right? A and B testing is so important as well. Just something simple as a color change, right? A button change, right? A piece of language, a picture could change the way you drive traffic. So you have to be willing to test one different funnel from another funnel to see how well it does. Again, it comes back and it draws into your analytics, right? A lot of people you see now are into subscription models, right? Subscription, again, nothing new under the sun. We have a ton, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Subscription models have been around for a very, very long time. Back in the day, they used to have CDs where you could subscribe to different CDs to come in the mail. So it's been around for a long time. So this is nothing new. It's just more enhanced and heightened as well through the digital age of marketing, right? So there's a lot of things that you can see. Content marketing is very, very crucial. You see there's a ton of people online who have videographers who are constantly taking videos. There are a ton of ways to do video marketing for your business. So you could take a screenshot, but these are ways to keep your cash flow consistent. You have to constantly be doing things. And like we talked about, customer feedback and improvement is so important. There are so many times I spend a lot of time on market research because I am in the digital product business. There are things that are constantly changing. SEO is so important. Customer feedback. I spend a lot of time looking at what people are doing. I spend a lot of time looking at bad reviews, right? Looking to see like where people are really messing up at, so I can know if I was to do something similar, I know what I need to improve in, or I know what people don't like or what they do like. And this gives me an opportunity to basically learn something for free, right? Because I didn't have to pay to get that data, right? Because somebody already did something that didn't work, or a lot of these customers said, hey, like this is not working, right? So I really love doing market research, and I don't always look for the good. A lot of times I look for the cons in other businesses because I want to see what people aren't doing so I can have a unique value proposition, which is a UVP to my business, right? To add on something there. A lot of times I'm spending times in Facebook groups, on Instagram, a lot of behind the scenes, just looking at what people are doing, and I'm understanding the psychology of people and why they're buying or what they're buying. There's so many people online right now, if you join groups or on Instagram, where they will tell you what they're struggling with. They will tell you the problems that they're having. They're very, very open. We live in a very open digital age. So there's really no reason to say that you can't find the leads or the customers. You just have to have a team or take the time to really go in on your market research and look to see what people are really struggling with and where they are and how you can help them and serve them, right? Because every day on my timeline, I see a person with a consistent issue or a problem where they're asking for help, right? So there is so many people out here that need help with their business. And I just don't really like the word saturation, right? You just have to find what differentiates you from the person that may be selling something similar to you, right? So I just look at that. And again, I use those different tactics that we talked about a few minutes ago to really determine like what can differentiate me from a product that I may be selling that my competitor or a counterpart or a friend may be selling, right? Because you can have two of the same different products sold in two different ways, right? You see a lot of stores are selling similar things, but the customer service is different. You have Dollar General, you have Family Dollar, right? You have the Dollar Tree, right? You have Walmart, you have Target, right? You have all these different places. You have JCPenney, you have Sears, like all these places may be similar, but they all are doing something different that attracts a customer to want to come to that place, place A versus place B. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then next, here is the $1 million question. So guess what? There are over 243.9 billion that was spent in 2022 on marketing. And that number increases between 11 to 19% each year, right? So everybody in the world is spending so much money on marketing. So I just want y'all to know that marketing, sales, and systems is so important. And if you look at the spend on how much people are willing to spend each and every year, and it just keeps increasing, you have to know that that's a pretty important and critical component in your business that you need to have right away. So I just wanted to share that. And now we're going to go into some live demonstration on different sales systems that we have in place. Jazz and myself, we're going to go behind the scenes and take y'all. But first, I want to just look in the chat to see like if we had anything or what number we thought about that was going, yeah, billions, yeah, trillions, yes, like the number is going to keep going up. We're in 2023 right now. So just imagine what the number is going to look like 10 years from now on how much money people is spending on marketing, right? So we could go ahead and go behind the scenes, Jazz, if you're ready to show them about sales and automation over the overview of different ways and different funnels and different things like that. We did want to take y'all behind the scenes so y'all can see some real live things. And then I'm going to show you also a sales system of an individual as well, who is very well known in the industry of digital courses.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you start with that one, and then we can bounce it back over to me.
Okay, cool. So, well, okay, I'll do that. So let me share my screen. So going over market research, right? I'm gonna talk to y'all about the ad library, right? So a lot of times I spend a lot of time in the ad library just looking at what different companies and what people are actually doing in their business. Even if I'm not running the ad, right? I'm looking to see like what people are doing, especially in the field that I'm in digital products, digital courses, and just all different types of things, because I'm constantly working with customers on building out their digital product journey and different things of that nature, and what products are ranking, what is not. So Amy Porterfield is a very well-renowned individual. She started business years ago. I mean, she's made a lot of money in the digital product business, over $85 million selling digital products and courses. She's had over 50,000 students. And the reason why I wanted to share this was because if you look at the ads library in here, she's doing something that a lot of the things that we talked about and we talk about put in perspective with like affiliate marketing, landing pages, different funnels, right? Like if you go on here, all these ads are active, right? Because she has a live course boot camp coming up, which falls on her value ladder, right? And it's a 5-day course creation bootcamp. So if you can see inside of the ad library, she started running these ads around September 9th, 10th. But as you can see, there's a ton of different people that are running the ads for her because they are doing affiliate marketing for her, right? So you have all these different people who are running ads on behalf of what she's doing. So that's a shared system, a shared funnel system, affiliate marketing all in one, right? Using OPA, right? So just imagine it's one person here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people that are promoting your class, and you have an audience already as well. So that's the power of OPA. So I did want to show an example of that. You could come into the Facebook ads library and search a lot of different things. And when you click on these pages, you can see, right? It goes to her sales funnel, right? So she has a course, right? Nice colors. It's a lot of different things going on. she has a very advanced page because she just has a lot of audience and she has a lot of people, but she has a lot of different things going on inside of the sales funnel, testimonials, some of the common things that we talked about inside of the funnel. So I wanted to go behind the scenes to show you, right? Like she has, here's how to plan, right? Very thought out, right? And it took time to get here, right? To build out something like this. She did a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing, a lot of the A/B split testing, a lot of the different things, but she stayed on the same path of what it is that she does, which is selling digital courses, teaching digital courses, having a mastermind, right? These are the things that she offer inside of it, right? And as you can see, her branding, right? These are the colors that she used for this, right? So you could go back and look at what these colors mean, but they're very vibrant and it's a very attractive page, right? For anybody to be on, right? And if you go over to some of the other ones, right? These are her affiliates. They're actually promoting her course on their pages, right? As well as getting other people to get inside of their information, right? So here's another lady. Her name is Amy Pearl, right? She teaches course creators, coaches, and consultants how to build B2B business in the life they live, right? So here is her information, right? And look at what you have to do. If you want to download 10 ways to get your foot in the door, you put your name and your email, right? But she's using a well-renowned person to basically use an affiliate for their page, but she's also getting information and other people to her lead magnet to nurture them as well, right? Because when you submit that information, that's what you're going to get for them from her, right? So there's so many different ways, right? Here's another person, right? The power of strategic partnerships, Jenna Kutcher, right? Her and Amy are business besties, right? Because she was a mentor. Amy was a mentor to Jenna and they became business besties, right? So they do a lot of their trainings and courses together, right? And this is her page, right? This is a page that Jenna is promoting on behalf of Amy's course, right? That she has coming up. Very nice page. I'm scrolling down to the bottom because I want to show y'all at the bottom, it says disclosure. I get a commission when you purchase through my page. When you do so, you also get the opportunity to be one of the first to hear about all the exciting course creation things for both Amy and I, right? So you look at that, the power of OPA is so real. The power of affiliate marketing is so real. And people are doing it every single day. So you should not feel like you can't do it or you shouldn't do it. These things are so important. And then I just wanted to talk about the Google Trends tool, which is a free tool. Obviously, you can see what's trending today, the NFL, like it's inside of there. But I was just giving an example of a Halloween because Halloween is coming up. So Halloween printable, I was searching that and I was just looking to see the queries that are coming up for Halloween coloring pages, right? What are the top queries that are coming up in the Google search? This is a part of search engine optimization. So when you're doing market research, there are free tools out there and there are many things that you want to capture and captivate what people are looking, right? So if I know that I'm going to make a template or a printable for Halloween, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a Halloween coloring page. Why? Because I know when people are searching, it's going to pop up. I know that's what people are asking for, and I can see that in my query. We talked about answer the public a little bit, Janice, right? So I typed in business funding as a topic. This is just a free version. There's a lot of SEO tools, spy tools out there. I spend a lot of time on these spy tools and data tools because I'm really a market research nerd. And I love doing market research because that's the backbone of your business, of where you start. So a lot of these questions is what people are asking about business funding. So as much information as there is online, y'all, guess what? People are still asking, how do small businesses get funded, right? How do businesses get funded, right? These are all the ways and different ways people ask about business funding, right? So when you begin to talk about business funding or different things like that, keep these keywords in mind, right? Keep these key phrases in mind, right? These are, you have long tail keywords, short tail keywords, right? That's kind of getting into the weeds, but basically they're just key terms and terminologies that people are using when they search in Google, right? Like if you go to a Google search right now and you go ahead and type in something, You go in and you say, Google, I do a lot of like different research, but you go business, right? And all these words that are coming up is things that people are searching about: business cards, business acumen, type in business funding. Look at that. Business funding for new businesses. I don't even have to finish it, right? This just shows like people are constantly searching business funding grants, business funding loans, right? And you begin to search on those and you look at it to see what's happening and what's going on. So there's a lot of ways, a lot of tools out there that you can use to help enhance your business, to grow your business when you're actually doing research. So you know what you're putting out. Number one, people want to buy, people want to purchase. And it also allows you to see in real time as a new business what people are asking for and what they're wanting. So that way, when you put your product or your service in front of somebody, you know that it's something somebody wants. And there's a lot of other methods too that we don't have a lot of time to go into, but pre-selling, pre-marketing, there's a lot of different ways to actually test the product before you actually see if it's actually working. You could do a lot of pre-selling, of different things, just depending on what it is that you want to do. So that's what I just wanted to share regarding that, some of those tools. And then now we could go behind the scenes and look at some of the stuff that we have in the system that we have as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That was so good. I learned something just now. So thank you. Thank you, partner.
Absolutely.
All right, let me get my screen situated here. How y'all doing? Are we bringing some value to you guys? I really, really hope so, because we're all passionate about this and everything that we're talking about. And I hope that you guys are really getting some from what we're saying. So let me share.
Put some love in the chat. Put some love in the chat.
Yeah, give us some love. Show us you're still here. I know it's a Sunday night. I know some of y'all have to go to that 8 to 5 tomorrow, but there's no reason to hang your head, right?
Right.
I'm going to use this and leverage that to do what we need to do. All right. Can y'all share my screen?
Yep.
All right, cool. So our CRM of choice is Lead Twist. And so we're going to kind of show you some of the things in the background. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are running ads or will want to run ads at some point in time. And so we wanted to show you a great way that you can do that using AI. So let me move all this stuff out the way. I'm sorry. I've done this a lot of times and never get it how I needed to. Okay. So what we're going to show you here is an ads launcher tool where you're able to literally run ads to any of these channels, right? And I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to do it. Actually, before I do that, I want to show you the funnels. That's actually what I had up first. So for an example, just for a lot of the things that all three of us have been talking about tonight, just so you kind of see the back end and what the funnels look like. So I know I showed you some of the workflows, which you'll have this, but then you'll also have like what I showed you when I was talking about documenting each step in the process, right? So those are like your automations and all that is over there, but this is what your funnels will look like, right? So it can look like this in the background, right? And this is what you'll see. This is a lead magnet. Hey, get your list of city homes for sale, right? This is a straight lead magnet. So this is like the first page that they'll come to. And then they'll end up on this page once they click that button. Hey, yeah, I want some homes. Send me that, right? Then they'll end up here with the form. Click here to request your list, boom. And then once they fill this form out and click that button, then it goes here, right? And then if you notice, which goes back to what we were talking about, the nurturing, to get pre-approved and to see how much your monthly payment will be on a new home, contact Tori at this number. So what that does is, that gives you a great chance to nurture that person, right? So that's an example of a funnel. Another one is, let's say, you wanted to run like a video series, right? Like a mini course or something similar to that. Like you may have some pre-recorded videos. This is what it will look like in the background, right? So free video series, learn how to add 2 new high-ticket clients to your coaching business, yada, 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 right? And these are just some examples, right, of what it could look like. But this is what it looks like on the back end, just so for all of you visual people, because I know I sure am, this is what it will look like. And it has each of the videos, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And even on this one, actually, is this a resource guide to go with that one? Oh, cool. Okay. So it looks like they have like a resource guide or a worksheet to go with it. So that's another example. Let me see what else I have. Yeah. And it just goes on and on, right? But I just want you guys to see the background of what that looks like. But let me get back to the ads launcher. So for those of you that are running ads or looking to run ads, so we're going to do one together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick one. Let's do LinkedIn. Let's do YouTube. I want to run ads on YouTube. So I'm going to click that. I'm not going to do that one. I take that back. Let's do LinkedIn because I think I already have my LinkedIn connected for the sake of time. Yeah. Well, my ad account's not selected. Hold on, guys. Well, this is what I'll do. I'll just show you one that I've already kind of done so you can kind of see here. So what it will look like is, and I'm going to show you how simple it can be. So ads can be a lot, but they don't have to be. And so we have, put something together where, you literally can use AI, right, to run your ads. So you can put in like your landing page URL or your website, right? So I just put in mine, which is Lead Twist, and you can name it as well. And then you can upload images, but what you also can do is pencil. Oh, let me remove this video. So I was in here playing. Hold on, so I could show you guys. So what you actually can do is they have a stock photo site in here. So let's say you're like, I don't want to create an image, but I want to go find one. They have that option, but you also can upload your own, right? So I'm just going to go pick something. Let's do marketing, see what comes up here. Just pick something. This looks cool. So I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to click next. And then it gives you the different options like square, rectangle, right? I'm just going to go with the square. You can crop it and do all of that. Hey, where'd it go? Here we go. I'm going to select. Oh, I have to delete this one. That's right. So I got my square. I'm going to click save. And you can also upload a video too. So for those of you, video marketing converts way, 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 way higher than just regular static photos. I think we know that. Obviously, the reels on IG, TikTok, everyone's moving to the moving and the action, right? But you can upload video there. And then you can opt to use like the AI, right? So I want to delete this so I can show you guys the whole thing. So let me try to exit out of all this stuff. Because I really want to show you guys. That's not what I wanted. Oh, rewrite. There we go. Okay. So it'll ask you some questions. So it'll say, hey, what's your business product or idea? I put a mobile app, right? What's the name of it? Lead Twist. Cool. And then you can click generate description just from these two areas here, and it will come up with this. You can go in here and add to it or do it, whatever it is that you want to do, right? And then once you generate this description, you click write. And what it does is it actually generates and populates the ad copy. So that's what it's doing right now. When I saw this, y'all, it blew my mind. I was like, what?
Right.
Streamlining the ads? Like what?
And this is so cool because just going back to like the ads library, like looking at all the ads that's being run in real time, right? Mm-hmm. Just seeing how many people are active. So when you go into the ads library, you see people are active, that means that their ads are working. Like typically you keep ads up for like 3 to 5 days. There's a lot that goes into it, but you see what other people are doing and what's working for them, in your whatever your niche is or whoever your competitor is or whatever it is, right? And this sphere will auto generate the different emojis, the language inside of it for you to where those ads are done at the snap of a finger, right? You could go in and tweak it, but I mean, this literally took less than a couple of seconds, right, to do. So this is definitely a game changer.
Yeah, for sure. They give you different options here. Obviously you can go in there and make edits as you need to. And, when you're using AI, sometimes you definitely have to make those edits, right? But look at this, y'all. Look at all these different options it gives. And it even gives you headline options. Like, come on. What did we put in? Didn't I just put in mobile app and I put Lead Twist and look what was generated? And my sales page, it took from there too. Look at this. And then when you click done, what it does is, so you don't actually run the ads in here. It connects with whatever like channel or social media like platform that you're running the ads through, and you connect it in here. And literally you can run your analytics through here, like all the things, right? So going back to systems, and I'm really big on having as much as we can in one place, right? To make it easier for you, right? Helping streamline your business. Yeah. And then it'll like, when you connect it, like I think this one was LinkedIn, you'll connect to your LinkedIn account and then you'll run the ads through there, and it's pretty awesome. I'll just say that. So I wanted to show you guys that, and let's preview it. Yeah. So it's that simple, literally that simple.
And I love how it shows the shell, right? Of how it's gonna like actually show up. So that's so awesome. But that, I mean, that's just so cool, right? A couple of years ago, like this wasn't a thing. So like this is so powerful. So for all the people that's just coming in, like you really get the jump the line in reference to the way that digital marketing is working now, and so forth and so on. So this is good stuff.
Absolutely. So that is the ads launcher, and we want to show you guys one more thing. So remember those leads I was talking about a little while ago? So for those of you that stay to the end, we're going to give you guys 20 free leads. 20.
What?
Okay, wait. I think everybody's got to come off of mute for that. 20 free leads.
What? Thank you. Yes.
Customized for your industry and your business.
Yes.
So we're going to drop that link in the chat.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's very awesome.
That is our way of giving back to you guys and saying like, thank you so much for being here.
Thank y'all.
Could have been anywhere else, and hopefully that'll propel you and you can nurture them and use all the tactics we talked about tonight with those leads. So we're going to drop that link in the chat if they haven't already, and there's a form. And so just fill out that form and we will get you those leads within 48 hours. We'll get your customized list of leads to for you within 48 hours, and you can just go to town and get to work. In conjunction with that, we do want to show you a leads generator tool as well that we think you guys may be pretty fond of. Marketing is one of the biggest headaches for any small business. Let's just call it what it is. And organic marketing is really good, but you can't just have one way of marketing. Even if you run ads, that can't be the only way that you market. If you're doing organic marketing or attraction marketing or whatever, even using other people's audiences, you need to have a mix of marketing strategies. So you should always leave yourself open for that, and always have, always be looking for different ways that you can bring in leads. It should always be ongoing. Even if your pipeline is full and you're like, oh, wait, I can't make any more orders right now, I can't take any more clients, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow or next week. So you want to make sure you always keep your pipeline full, even if that means you have a wait list. And yes, if people are genuinely interested in you and what you have to offer, they will wait for you, and they will wait for a spot to open. They will wait. So you always want to make sure that you're keeping your pipeline full, but that you have overflow too. So this leads tool that we have is pretty freaking sweet. I'm just going to say, not just because, we're affiliated with it, but it really is. So we're going to walk through how to do some different campaigns in here. And you can do searches based on industry. You can do searches based on like a people search if you're looking for like a web designer or a business coach, right? Or specific people like that. Also, you can go and literally scrape emails from websites. So let's say it's Walmart or it's Google or Amazon or something like that. You can put that in and it'll scrape all the emails from those websites, right? So we're going to start with the industry search, and I'm going to just do test, right? And I'm going to click create. So give me, somebody throw in the chat and give me a business type, anything. Or you can come off mute and say, because I don't even know if I have my chat open. Whatever's easy. What they say, Key?
So we got 360 photo booth, hair salon, therapist, consulting.
All right, let's just keep it easy. See, that's it really. All right, a hairdresser. Where? Location. We'll go with
Location. With some locations in the chat.
Yeah.
Ohio.
I know who that is. What part of Ohio? We'll be a little more specific.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. How did I know? I know who that is. Right. Search type. So you can literally, it has all the industries here. So we'll just go with beauty salon. And then we're going to click search. So what's happening is it is going to literally generate a list for us of all the hairdressers in Cincinnati that have public information. It's going to go and scrape all of that information. It's public, right? Look at this.
Yeah.
It's going to give you their rating. It's going to give you their website and their phone number.
Yeah.
And even better, let me show you something that's even better than that. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to click. Now it's going to pull like if they have like contacts, like emails or anything like that. But check this out. It's going to, well, it's not showing on this one. Usually, well, I was running some tests. It will show you, I'm not seeing it now, but it'll show you what social media platforms they're on. What? It'll show you if they have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, right? So let's say you offer marketing as one of your services. If they only are, or if they're like only on one platform, or if they don't have anything, you'll be like, whoa, like I can go and talk to them and maybe, help them with some digital marketing or some social media.
Yeah, I mean, that's powerful. I mean, and it just all tailors into your market research, right? That cuts it down in that a couple of seconds, right? You going on Google My Business or different things like that, you instantly find it. And for it to give you the social media platforms, like that's even better. There's a lot of companies out there that don't have marketing and they want it, right? And they're looking for people to, for either to them to get marketed to or for whatever product that you're offering, right? So definitely you want to take advantage of this for sure, because it saves a lot of time on finding leads.
Absolutely. So I just went back to, I don't know why that one was doing that, but this was another test I did. Look at this. Do y'all see this? She's on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and it gave me her email. What? Look at this. Look at this.
Right. And then once you get this, guess what? Those workflows that we talked about, you start to do your cold campaigns and your emails and following up. And look, you've instantly started to do something, right? Like even if you didn't have your socials or anything set up, you instantly have leads now where you can set up a workflow, a cold campaign email to nurture individuals into that have, public information, exactly plug and play, right? So where you can get potential people into your sales funnel and your sales cycle to be able to nurture them and, reach out to them. People do this all the time, every single day, as cold marketing email. Like, again, nothing new under the sun, but it just makes it so much easier when you have something that's generating something based upon your business industry and what you're looking for.
Exactly. And even to add on to that, you guys, check this out. I highlighted everybody. So it's 10 people, right, for this search. Do y'all see this over here? This button will allow me to automatically put it in my CRM with one click of a button. I'm not having to download and do all the extra stuff. This all can happen right here in real time right now. You click this button, they will move over to your contacts and you can tag them with whatever tag you want to tag them with to segment like specific lists for different, searches or whatever leads that you have. And you can also export it as a CSV, but this is the one here. I was like, oh, like that blew my mind. I was like, what? That is insane. So I want to do another search, right? So we're going to do a people search and I'm just going to do, a Xcel test. So let's do a people search so I can show you guys this one too. So give me something. Give me a person's position.
All right, so let's look at the chat. Person's position. What we got, y'all? Business consultant. I saw that before. Psychologist. I see.
Psychologist. Ooh, that's a good one. Let me get my spelling. Psychologist. There we go. Where?
Cincinnati, Ohio, New York.
All right, come on now. I'll do Dallas. 'Cause I'm in Dallas.
All right. I saw Dallas before too, so yes, Dallas. And I saw Los
Dallas
Angeles.
people in the building. Look at this. So when it comes to the people search, it goes and pulls their LinkedIn profile, y'all. Their LinkedIn profile, which is awesome because if you're someone that leverages LinkedIn and you're running campaigns, this will fit very seamlessly into your process, if not make it like 1,000 times easier. Look at this. Look at all these people.
Oh, if your target audience is corporate professionals, 9-to-5 people, like LinkedIn is definitely a great place, and you get to see all these different like B2C, right? Business to consumer, and then what we also showed you B2B, business to business, right? Your business and you're reaching out to another business, right? So those are two different ways to two different business models, right? Essentially that you can have. Some people do intertwine them, but those are two different ways. So you're getting B2B leads and you're getting B2C leads. So really, I mean, this is awesome. Like I didn't have this. And guess what? Like all you have to do is connect your LinkedIn profile and that's it. You know what I mean? And it just shows up based upon, again, those keywords and search terms, which is what we went over a little bit about talking about the SEO, search engine optimization, right? Like all you need is just words and that's it.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know, Key. I don't know if they're ready for it. Let's do the last one. I'm just going to put Jasmine test on this one and we're going to search. We're going to do a single search here. So give me a company name or a website. Anybody.
Come on, y'all. Let's see who here in the yo, he be on it down. Trifecta Hair Studio.
Okay, I know who that is. Give me something else. Give me like a really big company. I want y'all to see the results.
Dell, Amazon, Dell,
Amazon,
Microsoft.
Okay, so we're gonna run with Amazon and let's see what happens. Y'all see what's happening here? What did I just do? I typed in the name of the company and it went and scraped the emails from the freaking website. What?
Right.
Like, I'm not even looking at the chat, Kiana, but what are they saying in the chat? Because
he
said
he about to email Elon. Nah, but you know what? This is crazy because this is so good, right? Because we talk about public relations, right? Again, talk about media marketing. I know a lot of times we talk about like Facebook, we talk about Instagram, but like some of your customers are driving to work, right? Just imagine like being able to get the email of the person to your favorite radio station, right? Or to your favorite blog or news article, right? Like you have to start thinking outside the box. Like when it comes to media marketing, right? It's not just always about like the social media platforms, but guess what? There are people that exist in your client avatar customer base that are, you know, reading blogs, reading top newspapers or magazines, right? So you want to be in those places again where you see people of your client or customer avatar where they're at, and look at what you can do. You can use a tool like this to do a cold email at the snap of a finger to be able to send out email to say like, hey, like this is my business, this is what I want to do, like, and try, you know, get your business out there, post it into a blog or onto a news channel, right? You're doing public relations just from doing that. So I just wanted to throw that tip out there of like different ways that you could utilize this tool and to think outside of the box when it comes to promoting your business.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, you know, you made a good point with the B2B and B2C, because if you're, you know, going back to partnerships and strategic partners, right? If you're trying to get to the CEO or you're trying to get to the decision maker, this is a really great way to do it for specific businesses. You go and find the people to get to the decision makers. If you can't get to them quite yet, this is a really, really good way to do it. Very, very good way to do it.
Yep.
So, you know, that was spot on.
Very true. And for all my real estate professionals out there, shout out to the real estate professionals. Y'all know how powerful LinkedIn is, right? Like when you're looking for to sell some land, you want to get in touch with the land acquisition specialist, right? You use a click of a button to be able to find people on LinkedIn that have the title land acquisition specialist, right? Or realtor, real estate investor, coach, consultant. Like, these things really help you enhance your business. And now you're able to send an email to them like, hey, what type of land are you looking for? What your criteria is, whether you're a wholesaler, a flipper, rehabber, whatever it is that you're doing. Like, these tools are so powerful because it's helping you navigate through your business at a much faster rate. So I just want to share that with y'all as well. And obviously, we have a lot more different tips and tricks inside of our community where we'll be going over some of these strategies and different advanced techniques that you could do when you're actually using this system. So yeah. So how y'all feeling in the chat? Like, I don't see a lot of people in the chat. I don't know if they're still awake or not, because
look, Key, I'm just coming in. I see it says 99 plus new messages because I was sharing my screen. So some action's been happening because I've been missing it.
Yeah, like, okay, I see it coming in now. I was like, okay, are y'all like feeling this, or is it because like this is literally like, I'm not even joking, like really, because like I'm using the system, we're using the system, but this is literally a game changer, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, like 4 years ago when I was starting into business, like I could not do any of this. Like, everything was like so manual for me. Like, this saves so much time and what you're able to do and how you're able to test. Like, this is literally a game changer. Like, I want y'all to know, like, this is something that is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's just only going to enhance. So you gotta get on it now, right? Because people are going to get on it, right? And you're going to be like, dang, like I started year one, and somebody, because they understand like the power of tools and how to leverage things in your business in order to grow and scale. So I really want y'all to take heed to this. And this is why we wanted to show y'all this, because we're not gatekeepers, right? We love to share, teach, and serve individuals to let y'all know the power of automation and what's out here for you and how to help you leverage and really create that generational wealth and replace your income if you do desire, or whatever the reason is why you got into business. Like, this is so important.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes.
We can move into the Q&A. I know we've kind of answered some as we've gone, but any questions, any comments, concerns, everything. We want to hear it. And this would be a great time for us to address it. And thank you guys that are staying with us on this Sunday night. We appreciate you. As you can see, we kind of got into it, got a little passionate, but that's what we do. So
all right, let's get it. Like Jasmine said, this is your time to ask your questions. They are here on this free webinar. Now, I know, listen, if y'all can put a price on this information that y'all are getting right now, I want you to drop the numbers in the chat. What price would you put on this information? Drop the numbers in the chat, because they are giving you a platform to now ask your questions. Any questions that you have from everything that they went over, don't let this time pass you by. Oh, that's what you was talking about, the chat, Kiana. I see them sleep. Ain't nobody in the chat. They quiet. Where you at? Where you at? Okay, we rolling through. Right, 5K. So thousands of dollars that this information is worth. So make sure you are asking your questions. This is your time to shine. We have King Randy. King Randy, come through, King Randy.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Good. I just want to get your ring. I just need a ring or something, Randy. Like, you gotta let me borrow one, okay?
I appreciate that. So I got kind of a two-part question. So first one, I wanted to just kind of see if you guys can help us understand how the two systems speak to each other. So the system that you guys showed earlier, that I guess it was like a fuss code outreach system. It kind of had like the AI channels and et cetera. And how does that system speak to the lead twist? Like, just help us understand how those two coincide with one another. That's the first question. So I'll let you guys address that one first.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all built in together. So if you're talking about like earlier when I was presenting those workflows, those are automations and workflows inside of Lead Twist. And like that ads launcher that I just showed and that lead generation is inside Lead Twist. So it's inside of it. So they're going to talk automatically because it's together. Does that make sense? Like it's already connected. It's all in one place. Thank you, Jen. It's all in one place. It's all under the same roof. Just different rooms in the house, but it's under the same umbrella.
Got it. Okay. Makes sense. And the second one, I know you guys talked about the pricing. That something that you guys are still going to get into as a part of this?
Yes, we'll get into that next, just for you.
Okay.
If we don't have any other questions, we'll go ahead and get into that.
All right, that's all I have.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much. That was a good question. But yeah, everything is all in one, so that makes it so much better because you can see your whole interface, together.
Streamline.
We had another question in the chat. I'm just gonna reiterate it, just in case somebody didn't see it. Queen Sharonda said, "Is there a subscription for this?"
Okay, got that.
It is. That's
Okay.
the main question. So we are about to present that right now so we can let y'all know the different packages that we have for you all tonight for you to take advantage of and what's all included. So there's a lot.
Wonderful. And does
Under promise and over deliver? Absolutely.
Does anybody have any other questions before we get into the conclusion of this wonderful webinar? Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand as we are wrapping up now. Give y'all 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3 them, 2 them, 1 Gaza life forever. Done up. All right, Queens, take it over. Conclude this wonderful webinar.
Sure.
Okay. So here's the different plans, and you could highlight them that we have. Jazz.
Okay. So we have a couple of different plans for this. I'm not going to read every single bullet. I'll just kind of give you a brief overview. So we have 3 tiers. So our lowest tier is the accelerator plan. It includes, so a lot of the things that Kiana and I were showing you as far as the funnels, the workflows, you talk about drag and drop, you talk about all of these things. It includes a lot of that for coaches, consultants, real estate is a lot of real estate for a lot of real estate, things in there, from forms to surveys, drag and drop templates, automations, workflows, all the things. And what am I missing on the accelerated plan? That's the lowest plan that we have. But a lot of the things, like I said, we were saying is included now in the elite plan. The difference between those two is with the elite, you get that leads. The lead generation thing that I just showed you, lead generation system, the lead Twist lead generation that I just showed you, you get that in 1,000 leads a month with the elite plan. And then if you want to take it a step further in the all access plan, you get everything, the accelerator. So all the workflows, all the templates, all the things, you get everything in that plus the elite, and you get 2,000 leads a month. And on any of these plans, we will have ongoing support for the first 90 days. So we'll take you through the rest of this year to really set you up for success. So we'll have weekly calls to really help you leverage and maximize the software and using the software and strategies to use the software and the things that are in the software. That comes with any of these plans as well. But wait, there's more. So you look at these monthly prices, if you look right underneath, there's an annual price. And what we decided to do, because we love y'all and we know potentially where some of you are, is we're going to allow you to partner on the annual plans. So for example, the accelerator plan, $19.97 a year. You split that in half. I'm gonna have to pull up ClickFunnels just to show you guys. I've talked to a lot of you guys about ClickFunnels. Now, ClickFunnels is amazing. Russell is too, but it's not doing half of what we just showed you guys and that you get, right? So, and I lost my train of thought because I got into it so fast. God, I lost my train of thought that fast. What was I talking about?
So basically just showing the ClickFunnels, right? The difference of what ClickFunnels has like all-in-one system of what you get, and the amazing opportunity to split.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the split. Thank you. Yeah. We're allowing y'all to partner. So you're telling me if you split that $1997, $2,000 in half, that's $1,000 per person for your software for a year. If you do ClickFunnels lowest plan, you're paying at least about $3,000 or more for the year. And it's not even going to have everything you need. So guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to go get another software to do all the other things you need to do, such as whatever ClickFunnels doesn't do, you're going to have to go find a software or system that can complete what you need to do in your business. So you can run the plays and operate your business and do the things. So, with the elite plan, $49.97 a year, right? You pay that and you don't pay again until next year. And then for the annual plan for the access is $99.97 a year. So, for example, on the all access plan for the annual, if you were to split that in two, you were getting 24,000 leads. What can you do with 24,000 leads? Just saying. That's a lot of money. That a lot of potential money for sure, right? So does anyone have any questions on this? Can you scroll down a little bit, Keith? So that all access plan, it includes everything. So the ads launcher we showed you, the lead generation tool, the software itself, any and everything, all the templates, all the workflows, everything. It includes all of that. The ads launcher, those first two plans, the accelerator and the elite, the ads launcher is not included, but you literally can get that separately. And so we have that available for you. If you opt to not get in the all access plan, you can get that separately so that you can run your ads and go be great. Because again, you want to, have a mix of different marketing strategies that you're using. And we're just showing you some of the ways. There are a bunch of other ways that you can, do marketing and run marketing strategies.
And then you forgot something else too. What else do they get?
We can go through it one by one. I was trying to give an overview. So Key, do you want to run through like each tier one by one and kind of talk about it?
So the fast action bonus.
You're right. I did. I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, so for the fast action bonus, right, for the individuals, we're going to give some time as well for people to get signed up within the next 48 hours. But what we're doing is we're going to do 60-minute calls to basically onboard you, get you set up and what you need inside of your business to get it up and going for the first 10 people that jump in to it. So that's a game changer to be able to get that one-on-one to build out what you need inside of your business as a start and like a roadmap to what it is that you're looking for, right? And then as always, you can always upgrade, right, your plans as you continue to grow and scale in your business as well. But I mean, this is just definitely a game changer, whether you have a system with us or not. Like, you need a system regardless, right? Like, I'm telling you, if you don't have a system, you will struggle in business to grow and scale your business. And that's just 100% factual. You could go look it up, look at the statistics. You can see that you need systems in place, and you will see that people who have systems in place when they first start are much more likely to scale faster than people who don't. And you learn that obviously from a lot of different people that you probably heard speak. Like, once they did this or this and that, everything started to kind of come together and work. So we did want to provide that with you, so you get a lot of things in each package. And like what you mentioned, like before this Q4, there will be an additional, price to be able to have that group coaching monthly as well. So definitely take advantage of it now if it's something you're serious about, if you're serious in your business, and this is something that you really want to have, and you understand the importance of having it. Definitely take the opportunity to do that, and we'll be going over a lot of things with system sales automation. A lot of things that we talked about will be, I'll be doing classes on market research where we'll be going in, doing market research together, different things like that. So definitely take advantage if this is something that you really want to jump into. And if anybody have any questions, you can go ahead and let us know as well.
We have one. I'll address that. Sharonda, her question was, can we elaborate on the split? So we have the monthly, each plan has a monthly and an annual option. So what we're saying is, if you were to get the annual option, which will cover you for, everything we've shared with you for a whole year, right? You can split that with somebody, which means that each of you will get your own account and you'll get everything. So everything that's in the plan, you can split that and get everything, but only if you were to take advantage of the annual plan. So if you're on the monthly plan, we're not offering it for that, but we are offering it for the annual plan. Any of the annual plans.
Yep. So here's the plans right here where you see the circle underneath. So any of these plans here, which is addressed here, these are what we're offering, and you get your own system. So that's a game changer as well for it. I don't know if y'all missed that, but when you split, you still get your own system.
Hey, hold on. Look at the chat. Keep it split with 3 partners. Come on now.
I don't think they do that in other, not the split down so well, but I don't think any other like system builder like that's out there, like you get your own system if you partner together, right? Like, I don't know.
No, nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
You know what, Shane? I hadn't thought about it, but we would honor that. We would totally honor that. We would do that. So what that would look like is you sign up, right? Sorry, I got distracted. What that will look like is you sign up, whoever it is that signs up, and then there should be a question on there to ask who you're partnering with. You can put those 2 people, because what's going to happen is you guys will need to schedule an onboarding call so that we can get your account set up, show you how to use it, show you all the things so that we can set you up for success. So each of you will get your own onboarding call, but we'll honor that only because you asked. And yeah, y'all make me happy. I love it here.
And because, because we want to help people, right? Like we in the business to serve and to really help people, as y'all can see.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Does anybody else have any questions or just anything? It doesn't have to just be related to this, but just anything that you guys may have. I know, I hope y'all are still with us, right? 4 people. God, y'all killing me. Yeah. Okay, 4 is the max. Okay, 4 is it. That is the max, but we'll honor that. Thanks, Maurice. So if you can't pinch a few pennies to have a software for your business, I don't know what to say, because we all know that we need this. We all know this.
Y'all, for all the people that's getting a business funding or funding, y'all better use them 0% interest cards, man. Imagine splitting 5K, getting splitting the leads a month and getting your money back 0% interest. Or a lot of these different interest-free cards out there, right? You got a whole year to basically master and learn, how to automate and do all these things. And guess what? Like, one of the biggest spends is coming up, right? Black Friday, Christmas, all these different things. So you definitely want to get your systems in place, because really you're already a little behind, because people start in the summertime actually getting ready for Q4, right? So definitely take advantage. Don't wait. Don't be the person that coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? Just go ahead and do it. If you're thinking about it and you know you need it, just gotta believe in yourself, right? It's just a mindset thing.
Absolutely. And the other thing that, I hear a lot of people say is, well, I don't know how to use it, or I'm not that tech, I'm not that savvy with tech, right? And again, we will offer ongoing support with you to help you with that. But the first thing is we're going to eliminate that's a mind thing. Yes, you are good with tech and you're going to do great with it, right? So I just want to throw that there too.
That was one of the myths that we went over today too, right? Like, funnels are hard. But guess what? We have tools in place to help you, right? Drag and drop, different things like that. So over time, things get easier. And we also have additional services if needed. If you need additional support, at other prices that we could talk about, once you get on a call, if you need somebody to actually help you set up and do these things as well. So trust me, it's definitely something to look into and worth it once you get on with us.
Yep, absolutely. And the other thing, as promised, I'm going to drop this again so you guys can get your 20 free leads. So I just put a link in the chat. Just fill that form out and we got you. We'll get you those within 48 hours so you can go and do your thing. Go run the place. Yeah, Shane, we'll send out the recording for sure.
Yep. Do we have any more questions? So who here already has like a value ladder build or what they want to offer? Has anybody started to do anything? I also dropped a complimentary workbook when you go watch the replay where you could take notes and all of that. Does anybody have anything that they're thinking about right now that they want to go ahead and do and set up? Share that with us as well. Like, let's see what we have. I haven't done anything yet. I'm so fresh behind their ears. That's okay. How long do we have to get our partners? 48 hours. What we're doing, to extend the offer. So Tuesday. What is it? Tuesday or Monday? I forgot. Monday at midnight.
Yeah.
So Monday at midnight tomorrow. Yeah, it does. Everything is a discount. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, good point, Tiffany. Everything is a discount already on top of it. So these prices are normally higher, but of course for our community, everything that we want to offer, we offered it at a special price for, our community that we're a part of together, at an affordable rate for which we know that, it's important for when people get started. We understand, finances and budgeting and how important marketing is. So we definitely took a lot of thought and consideration into coming up with, what to offer and different things like that. So thank you for bringing that up, Tiffany, for sure. Thank you so much, April. We appreciate the love. We appreciate everybody today, and we hope y'all got a lot of value. We wanted to do a breakdown so y'all could have this information and know this information. So when people ask y'all, like, what y'all offering, or what's a sales funnel, or what is a value ladder, or what's your lead magnet, cold marketing, all these things, like, you know what to say, or something, right? So this is going to be so valuable. And guess what? When you learn this, you get to teach somebody else as well. So that's also the great benefit of it. So you also get to learn this and help other people as well.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Ladies, I'm just so proud of you, so elated, each one of you, especially Kiana. You already been trailblazing in marketing. Jasmine, you came through with the win for funnels when I first met you, and Janice was already straight with the systems, with the functions. So I'm just grateful to actually be here and see this. And I really want to point out the fact that the Automation Xcel, what you guys are offering, is not only beneficial to our business, but it's also beneficial to our personal lives, because with this structure that they are organizing, now you're able to free up all the time that you wouldn't have if you did not have this service. And I know for me personally, I'm actually, as we speaking right now, getting over this hurdle, not sending out certain emails and things like that. But it's so crucial and so imperative if you're serious about your business, right? Because now you have one expense that covers your funnels, that covers the reaching out, that covers the marketing, that covers the clientele interaction. If you have one expense, one outlet, one source, 3 queens, but it's just organizing everything that you need. So now you're not over here in 3, 4, 5 different softwares, or 3, 4, 5 different platforms, 3, 4, 5 different mentorships. It's so crucial to be efficient with one strong substance. So I'm grateful for you ladies. Definitely will be hitting y'all on the back end. Y'all know we locked in for life, but I want everybody to be present to the fact that organization is key. And once this is locked in through the marketing, through the client interaction, through the CRMs, now you have the time to start another business. You have the time to spend with your family. You have the time to take care of yourself, your actual self-care days, not your self-care hours, but your self-care days, self-care weeks. So just really figure out what you need within this next 24 to 48 hours. And the fact that they're splitting it between 4 partners is ridiculous. So I just want everybody to really take heed to that. 4 partners, use the strategic partnerships. Don't just get into these rooms just to get the information, but actually utilize it. So now that you're freeing up the time and your income is actually becoming passive. So I love y'all ladies. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Jasmine Ruby with the Golden Impact. If y'all need me, find me on Instagram, YouTube, everything. I love y'all to life.
Yes, love you so much. Thank you so much, Jazz. Like, y'all the chat for Jazz because she always coming through with the good.
Always.
Yes.
Like, that's my girl. That's my sis. So we love you so much. Thank you so much for being such a great, amazing host. And you pointed out some important things when you said, like you said, all in one, and just being able to actually bring people in together and to go on the journey together. That's also amazing and awesome as well. So thank you for bringing up those points of reference, like she said, like just get in and partner with people, have accountability, and be able to run systems, and don't lose opportunities, right? Like you can literally take these systems with whatever it is that you're doing or offering, and being able to have something to build out to bring to somebody if you want to do a partnership or a business with them, right? Imagine a huge opportunity coming to you with somebody that needs whatever the services that you're doing. Like, don't wait until then to be ready, right? Always be ready to say, like, you know what, I can set up this funnel for you to where you could bring people in, use my page just like I showed y'all earlier. Be ready to have those things in place. Like, don't miss out on opportunity because you think you're too new, or you don't need it or something like that, because that's exactly what you can do in these types of having these types of systems and cells, like being able to bring it to somebody and showing an example, right? So what you can do for people or somebody. So definitely, how do we find out who wants to partner? You could just post it, right? So the payment works amongst how y'all work it out for the payment as far as who's gonna pay. Jazz, did you want to talk about that? Are you doing one payment, right?
Yeah, for sure. So one payment, and on there, it'll have a question like, who are you partnering with and what's their information? Because what's going to happen is all of you will receive an email to schedule your onboarding call. So let's say let's say if it's 4 of you guys, each of you you're not having to share an account or any of that. You get your own account, your own stuff. That's why I was like, are we really doing this right now? But you get your own account, your own stuff. You have your own like onboarding call, like your own thing, right? So with the partners, yeah, y'all it'll just be one payment, but it'll just be a little question on there. Is like, who's your partner or partners? It actually said partner, but I guess I need to add the S because we definitely had no intentions of doing more than one, but I mean, why not, right?
What are the differences between the and more on each plan? Meaning it's more to come, like more stuff to come on each plan. So you get that, and more as we begin to, incorporate other things, within each plan.
Yeah, for sure. Some one-on-one strategy calls too. Those will be included for, especially for those that are on the all access plan, like you'll get those versus kind of like the group calls that we'll have each week, the ongoing calls. Yeah, pretty much I'll say under, yeah, exactly. But what we can do is we'll just kind of hang around if you guys have questions or need anything, or if you want to find somebody in this room to do your thing with, or they may not be in this room, right? So you guys have the link. You know how to, reach out to us or find us. And we're here for all of it. We're excited. We appreciate your time tonight. Thank you, Jasmine, Janice, Kiana. Like, my heart is so full. Like, y'all have no idea. Just thank y'all for allowing us to even bring this to you guys. We really, really appreciate it.
This has been a great experience for me, and I know that we want to hear back from you. We want some feedback from you, so you'll be also getting an email in the next day or so with a survey on it. And there's another incentive for you, another freebie on that survey that you're going to receive in the email. And so I'd like to share my screen again, if that's okay, because I want to share with you what you'll be getting as a freebie if you fill out that survey. So I need to get out of this presentation real quick. Let me see, let me get out of here. Okay, so you'll be getting a copy of my ebook. It's Unlocking the Power of Automation and Supercharge Your Digital Sales. And it's basically the longer version of what I went over today. You got a snippet of what's in my course. I did a full course on this, on automation, giving you the basics of automation and funnels and whatnot. This breaks it down. There's over 100 pages in this ebook. So if you all filled out that survey, you'll be getting this for free as well. This is not released yet. So this is one of my newer courses I wrote. It's the ebook, and this has not been released yet. So I hope you all enjoy.
Wait, yeah, y'all still giving away gems? What's going on right now? Like, it's too much. It's too much. This is not. Y'all still do it. Listen, y'all queen. Yeah, I need to talk to y'all on the packet because this
has not been released yet. So you'll get it first.
Okay, okay.
Telling you, I'm like, if you guys don't know how much we love you, now you know. Like, I'm telling you. So we got the 20 free leads. You get the ebook. We have an incentive. If you fill out the survey, we're allowing you to partner with us to 4 people. Like, what are they doing that at? Last time I've heard 2. I haven't heard 3 or 4. Just saying.
That was definitely not in the plans at all.
No, it definitely wasn't. That was a just now thing. But Shane, claps to you. Y'all thank Shane because he's the one that asked it. So what do they say? Closed mouths don't get fed, right?
Right. So if you're looking for a partner, look, they don't have to be here necessarily in this room, but share it to your other business partners, the other people that you may know. Like, bring them on board, let them know, right? Like, this is something that's needed, right? Ask them what systems do they have in place. For sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Support those who support you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. I love supporting my people.
And Yande in the building. Come on now. That's one of my mentors. Come on now.
Yes. He is so fire too. Come through with all the gems and knowledge and information. We love it. Thank you so much for being here as well. We love the support. Yep. So we just hanging around y'all for y'all. It's 20 people still left. Like, y'all got some questions? Like, what's going on?
For a reason. They're not just sitting here. What do y'all need?
Right. What's up? Like, don't be shy. Don't be shy. If you got a question, I'm pretty sure somebody else probably got a question too.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely ask away. And just remember, like, the first 10 people that sign up, like, you get that, one-on-one. So go ahead and, take advantage of that, pass that on. If some people who needed to be here or wanted to be here who wasn't, tomorrow at midnight, we the offer is going to be different.
For sure. And what I'm going to do is, for those of you that have to jet, I'm just going to put, Francis, the survey, we're going to email it. You'll get it via email. We'll get it to you.
And Francis mentioned earlier, he don't check that email. You better check that email,
Francis. Thanks, Osayane. Thanks so much for your support. Thank you so much. I'm going to put an email in the chat. So if you need to hop off and you have questions, just send them here. And one of us will get back with you as soon as we can. Just 'cause I know some people need to go. It's a Sunday night,
Yes. Y'all gonna be thinking about this tomorrow while y'all at work. Like, what am I gonna do? You know, thanks.
We got 17 people here. What's up, y'all? You're welcome anytime. Definitely want to stay, plugged in with us, as we're keeping up with the trends and tech and all the stuff of what's
Right.
happening. We don't expect you to be a master at tech, but you do need to understand how to use it for your business, right? And then all the trends and just staying abreast of everything. That's why you stay connected with experts so we can help you stay on top of that stuff.
Exactly. Right. And remember, nothing new under the sun, y'all. Like, all it is market research. You're just looking at what works well and applying it to what you want to do just a little bit different, right? So you're not creating anything that's like brand new. You don't have to. You can if you want to, but will we get the recording for this? Yes, absolutely. There will be a replay coming in. We look forward to it. Very interested. Absolutely. We appreciate what was the do it for me price? So you could book a call.
Yeah.
Maurice, you can book a call and we will go to we just need to get some more information on what you're looking for, like what do you want for it to be done, to make sure that we give you the right plan for what it is that you're looking to do in your business.
Yeah, I just gave you that link, Maurice. Book a call so that we can talk a little bit more about it. Because I know we were talking about that before. So just go on there and book with one of us and we can kind of help you navigate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Seriously.
Definitely feel the love. We feel the love. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Definitely. We definitely look forward to meeting with some of you who's ever going to join and sign up. We look forward to it. We look forward to building with y'all, and getting these automations and sales pages done. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, once y'all get one page done, y'all gonna be hooked. Like, okay, what's next? Like, especially when you do it for the first time, you're like, okay, this is not bad. Like, I love it. And it's set up so nice and automated. A person clicks a button, then they get the email, then they get the sequence, right? And everything is just on standby, right? Like, all your automations is working for you. Like, just imagine, like, just think about it. When you go on somebody's page and you sign up for something, they not writing that email right then and there. They already put the emails in. One question was about the business types. Is the businesses we want to serve, or is this the businesses we want to serve, or our businesses? Carolyn, what do you mean by that question? You want to come off mute, or are you able to talk and ask us? Because I think I know what you're saying, but I'm not sure.
So on the questionnaire for the leads, one of the questions is, let me go back over here to it. What is the business type you would like us, and for some reason mine won't go further.
Oh, I got it. I'm gonna just stop you. I know what you're saying. It's who you want to serve. It's who you want. Yeah.
Thank you.
Who you're wanting to attract.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Carolyn's in Dallas, and we hadn't met yet. I'm a little salty, but we're gonna have to connect because I know you're in Dallas. I remember.
Yes. Yes. When I heard that, I was like, okay,
Yeah, we gotta get together for sure.
Right.
I think there's a
time to get Dallas. We Lead Twist about to come out to Dallas. We about to have a Lead Twist party.
Hey,
Right?
I'm in Texas too. I'm in Texas too. I'm coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Dallas is growing, so it's like that's the perfect.
Oh,
like, so many people
yes.
And that's another thing too, y'all. Market research so critical. Like looking at where businesses are moving to and where people are going. Like that's the beauty of being online too. Like you could be nationwide. Like you don't have to be in Dallas to serve people that live in Dallas. You know what I mean? So it's like some of your clientele may not be in your local city or state. So that's what the analytics tool tell you that, like, right? It'll say like the people that visited your page were in Texas, right? So then you might want to start targeting people in that geographic area or location. So and all these things you don't know unless you have the tool set up, right? Like you would just be guessing. So that's the power of having like pixels set up on your page and analytic tools set up on your page. Like you can actually see what part of the geographic region is coming, the location, right? So you can target effectively. So you're not just throwing out time and or money, right? Like you use the data to help you.
So we have Miss Burden, y'all. She's looking for a partner. She's looking. So tap in with her before she goes.
All right. Yeah. So she's looking for a partner. And then if you're looking for a partner, shoot an email to us as well, because we probably could send out an automated email to ask them. The people that are looking for a partner, you know, like they'll probably give their emails to each other and partner them up if they need to be as well. If that's something for people, or like in the Love Plus app, we're in the Canva, mastering Canva, and I think we have to add like automation on it, but mastering Canva is the group that we're in for it that I have on the Love Plus app. So if you join in there, you can reach me, and then we're also on the Telegram as well. So I think I'm Kiana on the Telegram, QUIANA. So I'm pretty active in the group. So you probably will see me in there some way, somehow. So you can hit me up there as well. Thank you all. This definitely was amazing. I had so much fun with y'all tonight and building and just talking about these things. Like this is so good. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't know any of this stuff at first. I was like looking at people's pages like, why is everybody doing all this if you don't want to buy, click here or leave. I'm just like, my head was spinning. Like, what is this thing that everybody is doing? I couldn't, I finally figured it out. Like, okay, this is a funnel and this is this, but it took me so long to understand what people were doing. And like, it's just like, but here you all are today. Like, you understand that, like, you understand the power of a sales page and the power of a sales funnel, right? The power of a lead generation, right? Email building. Like, just think about when social media shuts off, how many people still make money, right? When social media goes down, it's the people that have email lists, right? It's the people that have a list that they can reach out to, because guess what? We don't control the platforms of Instagram, TikTok, IG. And if that's the only place that you're betting on, and you don't have a CRM system or a way to have your leads and emails and phone numbers and contacts, guess what? I knew people when Instagram and Facebook shut down, I think that one time last year, who made money, and the people that didn't, they learned the valuable lesson that they couldn't rely on it, right? And people pages are unfortunately hacked sometimes on IG and Facebook. So if all your followers are just coming from there, you're going to run into an issue if you lose your clients or you lose your following overnight. So you definitely want to have a way to capture emails and phone numbers in place for business, because you're going to need that for longevity.
Could I say something?
Absolutely.
So I finally got my business automated 2019, I think. I used Dubsado. I paid a lot for CRM system where my clients can come in and create a client portal, upload all their documents. I do tax preparation and tax planning and stuff. And I have ClickFunnels, I have eBooks, I have Thinkific, I have what is it called? Mobile text. I had Community. I pay someone to do emails, to send out emails and things like that. It's like 10, 15 things that I'm paying for. And I don't know if I want to downside. I know I don't do the marketing because I'm a one man show basically. I don't do the marketing for my ebooks. I mean, I'm paying for Thinkific. That's like $100 a month to
It
have
is.
my courses put on there, and I'm not even promoting them. Like I have a course how to get your license, everything step by step. I have all these things that I put in place to do digital marketing, but I'm not marketing. And then I'm paying for all of these different things. So I just wanted to say that it's so it's great to have everything in one place, because I'm like, I need to downsize everything. I need to just put everything in one place because this is too much. I don't even know where anything is. I'm just going crazy. And I just, I missed most of your webinar today, so I would like to, rewatch it, the replay, and connect with whoever wants to partner, because I just I'm going to shut down everything. I'm just too overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Having 5,000, 10,000 clients, throughout. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, since 2005. And that's like 20K clients, whether I'm still doing them or not, all together. I have that much information, and it's just too much. So you guys, I would, this is something that if you don't have this, that is something that really is needed to have everything in one place, because it's crazy out there. And even I have an assistant, but still, that's just too much. Paying for someone to send out emails 3 times a week, and oh my God, post on my social media, all those kinds of things. That's like, how much is that a month?
Yeah. And you could literally do so much, like you just said, condense that, and even if you had like a person in your business that was doing it, but they could literally manage essentially a lot of the stuff, just one person do everything with automation, right? Like the posts being scheduled automatically, the emails going out automatically, you know what I mean? So people, it's like you said, but yeah, that's definitely true. It's a lot of people that have a lot of systems, like different systems in place, and it's like a lot to maintain. And then you oh, I gotta hire this person for this and this for that. So yeah, it gets to be a lot. I definitely understand what you're saying. I feel your pain, because
Yeah.
I was doing the same thing. So I definitely understand for sure.
Oh yeah, he named up all the systems that I've helped people move away from over the years.
I'm like closing my Thinkific. I want to go over to cheaper. What is that, Gumroad? Because I'm not promoting and working and marketing that, because I just don't have the time, to do all that stuff. So I'm like wasting all this money. And then I'm paying somebody monthly for, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. And then in here, you could have your courses inside of here, right? So you have your courses inside of here, your email marketing is inside your, you connect it, with your email marketing, all the things you say, like a social media planner, calendar, all of that stuff is inside of here. Yep. Your client portal is inside of here. Like your booking calendar, appointment calendar is inside of here, right? You can integrate it with Zoom, like if you do Zoom calls.
Yes.
So everything is inside of one. So that way it'll save you, like you said, all of those apps and, everything that you have to do to make your business flow in the way you want it to. It'll be all inside of, one interface to where you can set it up to where, it makes sense in reference to, how you want your workflow to go. Sort of like, I know you missed some of it, but Jazz in her presentation, that's what she was going over, right? Like if somebody hits this, like you want an email to go that says this, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if somebody presses 1, it'll send them to this, So those are the things that you want to set up, especially since you have such a large clientele. And taxes are tax season is already crazy. So
I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to go through my emails and see what people. No, I don't. Don't even text me.
Right.
I don't have time to set up text blast and all that stuff. I don't have time, and it's costly. It's costly The person that was doing my social media, my emails, she was sending out a mobile text, community just went outrageous. They went from $99 to $200 a month. Community, everybody, those millionaires, that's what they use. That's like really crazy to me. So
and they just actually launched a new, it's still like newer on Lead Twist, a community platform, so you can actually have people inside of here as well, like it works like a community as well, like a portal. If you wanted people to be able to like be in one place inside of a community, that's also something that you could.
Yeah, but I was speaking on that's an app there's a text where you can send out multiple texts if you're having webinars. That community, it's called Community, that app where it's a text alert. Yeah, that right there, like that was, it went from $99 literally to $200 a month.
Oh yeah, like these things is just gonna keep increasing.
Absolutely.
Like the price is gonna keep going up because the more people that's on the platform, and like you said, a lot of people will stay because it's like, I don't feel like switching over or changing over, but in the long run, you're gonna spend more money, and it's gonna make you want to be more efficient. So
if you're a millionaire and you're making a lot of money, and you're bringing in 300, 400, 500K a year, that's affordable, I guess. But for me, it's not, because I may have 20K or plus clients, but I don't have that much per year. Each tax season, it can fluctuate from 300 clients to 500 clients. I'm not up there yet. And not having the being alone and not being in a community for all those years, me thinking that I had it going on, 6 figures and all this, but I didn't build a team. And so now here it is, how many years later, 10 years later, where I need to build this team and get my business to where I can get to the next level, to the 7 figures, to the because you can't do it alone. So me doing all this stuff and figuring all this stuff out by myself has been draining for me. Yeah. And this, having that platform, right, what you guys have is Lead Twist, seems like it's a better avenue for someone who's trying to build a business and get to the next level.
Absolutely.
Definitely. It definitely will help in relation to getting things for you to scale, like you said, to take on more people. And I know we mentioned briefly too about having people in place to help you with building out a team. If you need that, we do have that as well.
I need operations. I need to hire some couple of employees. I need
need
that. I'm so tired. I want to travel more. I need free time. I love what I do, but I need time freedom.
You do, right? Like you get into business to, work for yourself and, generational wealth, all these reasons. But a lot of people get stuck too. Like, it's like, well, I can't go on vacation, so you definitely, that's another thing too, that I say, like, I meet a lot of people that, like you said, are very successful, but they can't go on vacation because they don't have a team, or, you know what I'm saying? Or different things like that, or their businesses is not set up to be automated. Just like I think about like these bigger companies like Walmart and all that. Like I never saw the CEO. You know what I'm saying? There, like I never saw them there.
If I didn't get a CRM system and this pandemic hadn't came, I would have a room for the 20, 30 people in my office every day for the whole 6 months of the year. I was able to go on vacation later on, on the rest of the year, but I had to work. It was like manual before I got that CRM system. So once I got that automation helped me to be able to travel anytime I wanted, but it's still everything else being all over the place is still time consuming.
Absolutely. For sure.
Well, that's
Definitely.
it to say that.
Definitely. Thank you for sharing, because that's so important though. And I'm glad you shared your, your testimony with us in reference to like, all of that, because that's gonna help, people as they watch the replay and just different things out there. And like you said, you'll be able to help other tax professionals as well, like letting them know about systems and, if you decide to like work with us, we look forward to it and helping them out, build out a nice workflow for them, and getting their stuff together too. So we appreciate that for sure. Thank you so much. And we definitely look forward to it. And we definitely can help you out with the team and, all those things that you have. Just shoot us an email, if you're looking for whatever the support you're looking for, we definitely can hop on a call, and get you set up for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I think we are wrapped up, y'all. Like this was good.
Yes, good night, ladies.
Good night. Thank you.
Night.
So awesome.
I think we just got April on here. She's just sticking around.
Where's April?
April.
April.
I'm just so proud of y'all. I see everything. I'm being nosy, working in the background.
April, that's my girl.
I love y'all.
We love you
you,
too.
girl. Yes.
April stayed to the very, very end.
April.
Key, you want to turn off the recording, Key? Since you have
That's my